Yo. Hello. Hello, hello. It is I. Man. Volume of this shit is too loud for me. I think okay, so I'm running into an issue here, which is I don't know how loud things are. Because I'm still on speaker mode, right? I'm still on speaker mode, and because of that, I can control the volume of the music, for example, for myself separately from what you guys hear, which is a nice thing, I guess. It isn't something that I have available when I'm wearing headphones, because when I'm wearing headphones, I have to like listen through the same freaking thing as I'm monitoring. But because I have it separate now, I can freely just lower the volume. Well, no, it's always like that. It's just that I can never tell the volume at which y'all are hearing. But now, because I can lower it separately from me, I can literally just like mute the audio if I wanted to. Like right now, I'm not hearing anything, but you guys are still hearing something. My point is, I couldn't do this before because music through YouTube, that's how it works. We're literally listening to HoloCure because we're gonna be drawing VTubers, or at least a VTuber. I still am not sure what am I gonna be drawing, but that's on purpose. Here, well, let me see. Let me see. This is what we're listening to. HoloCure, literally HoloCure. But no, it's important that we listen to VTuber music because hello, it is I, Lance, by the way. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I started late because it took me a while to. Oh boy, I got a notification on my phone that apparently one of the servers I'm in is getting hacked. Yay. Yay. I wonder, can I mute the server? How can I do this from my phone? This is a crazy thing to be happening at the moment. I don't know how to do this on mobile. And it's so annoying because Discord sucks on mobile. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Jesus Christ. Where do we do this? Notifications. Just suppress everyone in here. Thank you. Don't notify me of this anymore, please. Oh, and then they're all coming from here. Mute channel until I turn it back on. Marcus Red. Damn, it's not even a small server or anything. It's friggin' Raura Pantera fan server. That's a shame. Oh well. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan for today as we listen to Suspect by You Frick from HoloCure. Sorry. This is like the best song to have in the background for this, I think, because it's already designed to be like looped endlessly. So I don't mind listening to this the whole friggin' time. And I get a playlist of like the entirety of the soundtrack. As a matter of fact, I can. And then we'll switch to something else. Good. All right. Here's the plan. There's this site. You might remember this from when I did, which is, by the way, something that I want to do at some point in my life later. I've forgotten that I did this at some point. This website called, well, I did this last time I did this with VTuber, I believe, if I recall correctly. That was the name of it. But after that, I've discovered a new site. This site specifically, it's called HoloList, which is, first of all, far more thorough. There's a lot more people in here, or rather, I think more curated. I think there's maybe less people, but it's more curated with the amount of like members that are here. You can't just like easily make an entry for yourself. You have to submit. And then there's like a moderation team or something that I guess reviews whoever gets submitted and all of that. So this is a pretty comprehensive list. Pretty consistent with data. Also, hi Tomo, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm explaining the rules of what we're doing today. Got in here just in time. Okay, but the whole point of this is that it's basically a not a HoloLive. It's called HoloList, but it's for VTubers. As you can see, there's independent VTubers and people from other projects as well. I should put myself in here because I feel like I qualify. Of course I qualify. I'm a VTuber. They don't necessarily have anything like for you have to be a certain amount of you have to have a certain amount of a certain size to be in this. We drawing? Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. This person's from Argentina. Mimi Bitter. I like this. Debuted 4th of April 2026. Literally yesterday. Wait, no, literally today. Wait, what? Hello? What do you mean today? And you're from Argentina? Should I follow you already? Bolts follows her? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, she's cute. Wait, that's freaking cool. They speak Spanish also. Usually do art? No, but I do want to, it is something that I want to get better at. Hi Mushi, when the stars align. Yes. Oh my god, Twitter? Yeah, it is Twitter. Sadly, I do have to use Twitter sometimes, so I do. But hey, look at that. Mimi Bitter. I might have to check him out. I might have to check him out later just because she's Argentinian. And I feel like it is something that whenever I see someone from Argentina, I have to follow them in some capacity. There's dozen of us. There's a ton of Argentinian VTubers out there that don't do content in English, in Spanish. I mean, that they do content in English. But apparently, this Mimi person does more in Spanish from support nationality trap. Yes. Is it a trap if it's like I've discovered some really cool people by doing that? It's not just Argentinians that I have a bias against or anything like that. I mean, you could say that is a bias, but I also tend to support a lot of people that are just Latinos. There's Dead Space. I don't know how people do connections with it. I also don't know it either. I have it, but I don't know. I don't use it well. I think if someone is like, you know, well versed in Twitter and social media in general, they would look at my account and be like, hey, "You're not doing this right." And I'm like, I don't know how else to do it. Like you check out my Twitter here. Let me check out my go here. Like you check out my Twitter and you'll see that most of the time I'm just posting that I'm going live, some random thoughts of today. I saw this yesterday and I got upset because Twitter notified me about this quality mode, stupid goddamn shenanigans of hyper realistic AI images, and I'm like, nah. You double streaming? Yeah, we're live on Twitch and on YouTube. You get to pick whichever platform you prefer. Twitch has channel points for random stuff, like Jimmy. Say hi, Jimmy. Wait, Jimmy?
Bro, ain't no way.
Wait, what did you say? Oh God, I need to. Okay, hold on. I don't know what he said. Wait, no, hold on. I need to do something. Okay, fine. You win. I have to lower the volume of this. What the hell did Jimmy say? I couldn't hear him.
You're my favorite chatter.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't think that's what you said though. You must have said something else. Well, I guess we do have to lower the volume of YouTube here. Can chat on Twitch. A lot of people can't sometimes. Twitch is kind of weird with letting people in for some reason. I don't know. It's tricky. For some reason, there's like some people that are just blocked. I have been blocked from Twitch chat on multiple occasions, so I get it. Better chat ambience. A lot of I mean, I think it's a matter of preference. I am mostly a lurker, and I don't necessarily like how Twitch tends to punish people who lurk a lot. But yeah, I do generally like, if I'm going to be active on chat, I like being on Twitch because Twitch does have a better chat experience. But if I'm going to be lurking, sending a message here and now and every now and then, maybe, I like YouTube. Can verify my number. Yeah, that is something that I think Spion had trouble with a few weeks ago, I want to say. I remember. Yeah, it's a whole thing. May have lived here for too long. It could be. It could be that you're used to the ambiance of there. But I do really like channel points. Like, the one thing that I can undoubtedly say that Twitch does better is, like, chat interaction. Especially through the channel points. That allows for so much stuff. Okay. I forgot to explain what we're doing. So we're here in HoloList because I want to draw VTubers. I wanna draw VTubers because I love VTubers. The question is, which VTuber do I draw? I watch a lot of VTubers, man. Most of the people that I follow on socials are VTubers. Most of the people that I watch on YouTube or Twitch are VTubers. Actually, most of the people pretty much everyone that I watch on Twitch are VTubers. There's very few flesh tubers, if you will, that I watch on either Twitch or YouTube at this point. It's wild. If they live stream, it's most likely, if I watch them if I watch their streams, it's likely because they're VTubers. Not because I dislike flesh tubers, but because it just so happens that my favorite creators are VTubers. I watch Ludwig from time to time. I'm watching Ludwig's Tip to Tip series, but that's a YouTube series. It's easier for me to watch real people when they're YouTube videos. I don't know. For some reason, I don't always connect with a Ludwig stream, for example. But yes. Oh, but the freaking, what is it? The cyclathon, CDog VA cyclathon begins today. So I'm probably going to be watching that because cyclathon is fucking awesome. And it involves VTubers. I could watch Iron Mouse's POV of the cyclathon as well. I'm pretty sure it begins today. Either way, none of this is relevant. The whole point is that I want to draw a VTuber. The question is, I watch too many VTubers, so how do I narrow down which one? So this site, on top of it being a giant database for VTubers, it has a handy dandy button that gives you a random VTuber literally from anywhere. Now the thing is, I don't know this person. I don't know this Akio Kumi. So sure, this is neat. This seems like a cool design. But I don't personally know her. So I say we keep rolling this. We keep rolling the random VTuber button until we land on someone that I know. Which, on testing, this has taken me less than 2 minutes because of how many VTubers I know. It doesn't have to be someone that I watch like all the time or anything like that. It's better if it is, but I don't know. It doesn't have to be. Sinon Sinfon. Why does your name sound familiar? She's affiliated with Face Connect. No wonder she sounded familiar. More Calliope on front page? Yes, because it's her birthday. It's her birthday. It's April 4th. It's Death's Day. It's Death's Day. Oh my god, it just dawned on me. Oh my god. In Japan, April 4th is like Death Day or something like that because the number 4 can be read in a way that is similar to the word for dead or death or something. And so like, and you know what also happened today? Fire Force ended. And I don't know much about the ending of Fire Force, but I do know that it connects into Soul Eater. And what's the thing about Soul Eater? Well, Soul Eater is about fucking death and and all that kind of stuff. Those bastards planned it. Huh. Oh well. Neat. I gotta watch it at some point. Well, okay. This doesn't count. I don't know her. I've never seen her before, but I did remember seeing this name. I'm not gonna draw her. So we're rolling the die again. Has to be someone that I like legit know. Ooh, what's this? She's got homophobia in her eyes. It's heterochromia. I'm not being an asshole. That's just a meme. What else do we got? Imagine if it lands on Mori Calapi. I've tried drawing Cali before and then did not succeed much. Carrie VT, female Mexican VTuber. Right, there you go. That's another Latina. Famous is called Mochis Conejitos. Oh, cute. See, the problem with this site is that sometimes it'll land on someone that maybe isn't active anymore. Are you active? I think you are. Yeah. You last tweeted on February, I guess. So you know what? That's close enough. But if you do the same thing on VTuber, you will find a lot more VTubers that are like. Raise the volume of this as well a bit. You will find a lot more VTubers that are freaking not active anymore. Because again, anybody can make a page on VTuber. So there's a ton of people who like did VTubing for like 2 streams and then stopped, and so they stayed in there. What else? Let's see. Snow Elf. Si no Ayerfu. Oh boy. This is Taiwanese. Oh yeah, no. That I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. Cute design though. Cute design, yes. For Rin. Wait, this one was in the front page. You can't fool me. My eye. You can't fool my eyes. There she is. It's her birthday today. I knew it. I paid attention somewhat. A hellhound who tends to collect the souls of very bad, no good people. Good for her. Good for her. I can see she took the same. Hey, debut day is August 19th. That's like a few days after my birthday. I do like her design. Is she not? She's independent? Damn, well produced. She looks like she could be. This design looks like she could. Wow, holy shit, that's a fire design. Like unironically, I know. Duh. Ah, she's freaking cool. Damn, that's awesome. Like I would have thought that this was a member of an agency or some kind. Quality model. Let's go. All right, let's see what else we got. Flying Virus, also known as Feidu. Is that correct? Another Taiwanese one. I believe I am butchering these names. He kind of wait, those are horns. The guy has horns. I'm just realizing it's not just hair. He kind of reminded me of that one guy from Dr. Stone, the one who's like the evil guy that later on joins up with Senku. I forget his name. I think he's just. I think that guy just wears purple. He doesn't even have purple hair. I don't know why he reminded me. Ooh, okay. Looking respectfully. Still, another Taiwan. How many Taiwanese VTubers are there? Holy crap! What's going on? Affiliated with Project Aglaya, like the Star Rail character. Very pretty though. Very pretty. Another one. Okay, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. Azura Sissy. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing this girl at some point while I was browsing the VTuber wiki. She's from Niji ID. But is she still around? I know that most people who used to be from Niji ID aren't around anymore. It's crazy because her design was cool. She looked like she could have been in Evangelion, which I'm sure this was part of this design inspiration. I would assume. Akino. Wait, this is a customizable model. I think this is a customizable model. Very good customization. Holy shit. I think this is a customizable model. The cool thing about modern customizable models is that they are so customizable that you can do so much shit with them that you can barely make it obvious that it's a customizable model. They've gotten really good. So hell yeah. Norwegian Arctic Fox. I like this color combination. Very, very chill. Reminds me of Mume. Another one. How? Okay, come on. I was starting to think that this was a bad idea. I swear, the last couple times I tried this, I literally I hit the random button and I landed on Rin Penrose, and I would draw Rin Penrose if you give it to me. Okay, well, well, I guess well, I guess you gotta complain, and I guess the game, I guess the site will just give you Kiara then. Okay, but hold on. I can draw Kiara. Fuck yeah, I can draw Kiara. This is perfect too because we're listening to HoloQ music, and that's HoloLive music. So you know what? Hell yeah. Okay. So how do we go about this? How do we go about this? Because I can't exactly draw Kiara by memory, and I don't know if I want to just copy her portrait or something like that. Or do I? Or do I want to do that? Let's see. I think it's good practice. I've heard at some point that it is good practice to literally just copy what you see to try and learn. So my question is, oh wait, how hard is it to draw her new 3D outfit thing? How hard is it? Is it too hard? It might be too hard. Because like she recently had her concert, Drawn to Dawn with Ina, and she had a custom, she had a new 3D outfit that is very, very pretty and also very hard to draw. I think it's this would be cool to draw, but I think it's quite complicated, don't you think? Or we could try anyways. I think I'm good at like looking at something and then copying that. Like I don't have to trace. I can copy. Hi Sofa, welcome on in. Hello, hello. We're drawing a VTuber today. We rolled the die a couple of times and it landed on Takanashi Kiata of Hololive. So there you go. We're gonna try to do some art. The real cool thing will be if I manage to make something that is like good enough to post in the art tag, which I doubt. I highly doubt it. What else did you post? What else did you post? Did you have like another reference for me to... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's a good idea. She shared a bunch of... Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, this is kind of cool. I can try to redraw this. Or not. I don't know. This is a 3D... This is a screenshot from the concert. And she looks cool as hell on this one. So I wonder if I can draw this. I can try. I can try. At the very least, I can try to sketch it. So how do we do this? How do we go about this? Because I need to have this like side by side while I'm drawing. That way I can like look back and reference it. So I can copy this. I can copy this and paste it somewhere. Okay, that's big. That is quite big. We can make it small. Whoops, no, I didn't mean to do that. We can make it smaller. I still have it in like full resolution over here. Whoops, move it. Can I cut the... Whoops, I didn't mean to do... Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Whoops. I think I literally just had to select this. And do that. There you go. I forget. Deselect is Control-Shift-A. Gotcha. Alright. Okay. Can we make it maybe a bit bigger? Damn, listening to this music, it just makes me want to play Holocure again. We will be playing Holocure by the time the new update rolls around, but I don't know when that'll be. That's the thing. Okay. Okay, so what's the plan here? I guess the plan would maybe be try to like get a sketch part, a sketch kind of thing done. I don't... All right, because like again, I can kind of replicate things. I don't want to use... This is something that I tried doing before, and it kind of worked, but not with something as complex as Kiata here. So maybe this is biting more than I can chew, and I should just try to draw like a chibi Kiata. Like maybe I grab Wolfie Kiata and try to draw that instead. maybe I am being a bit too insane. It's like, okay, her head is like this. It's kind of pointing downwards, so it's doing this. There's you can so there's like this bit, which this will end in her chin. Maybe I'm maybe if we get closer, that is not necessarily going to help, but okay, so like this is her ear, right? This is her ear. And then this bit here is her face up until that point, and then from here it does this. That's too thin, so maybe it goes here. Wait, I realized something another time. Need a new layer. I'm drawing it in the same reference fucking layer. Cool thing is that I can literally just do this. Cut that, go to this layer and paste it exactly the same. I didn't need to do that, but you know what? Fuck it. Works out. We can delete this layer. All right, and then we start drawing on this one again. We can move this. Whoops. We can also move this one. No. I meant to move this one. For fuck's sake. Just to bring it closer to me. There we go. If I manage to draw Kiara's face somewhat okay, I'm gonna be satisfied. That's more than I expected to be able to draw anyways. But like, what does her face do? Her eye is like here. I'm trying to understand like perspective as well. Her nose. Look, this is what I'm trying to replicate. It's this bit, and then this bit, and then this. I'm trying to like figure out where her head is. It's kind of like this, and then there's eye here and eye here. And like the nose is somewhere here. Well, no, the nose is here or something. I don't know. It's pretty invisible because you know anime. That's what I'm trying to replicate, and I don't want to trace, right? So maybe I'm doing it the hard way. Maybe no, I am definitely doing this the hard way. You know what? This adds to the challenge. What am I doing? I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do it like this. I feel like I need to find a better strategy. Maybe tracing isn't such a bad idea after all. Wait, that's kind of all right. That's less pointy. Her chin is kind of pointy here, but it's not pointy because her chin is pointy necessarily. It's pointy because angle. How about that? No, that's too much of a. Wait, that kind of makes sense. When you consider that then her nose kind of comes in like through here. Kind of see a little bit of it, and then this is. That does confuse things. I feel like, if anything, the nose should be like there, maybe. So with the head first when drawing, there is no logic behind what I'm doing. I'll tell you that much. But I think actually, yes. As a matter of fact, I do. I think it might be legit something I do. That I start with the head first. I don't know why, because I guess it's like easier for me. I think a part I messed up here, actually. I think the part I messed up here is actually that her nose comes down and it does like you can kind of see her nose come down from here and do like a thing here. So this connects like this here. And then the face continues like this. So it isn't exactly... This... And then her eye... The outfit looks good. The outfit is really cool. I quite like it. It's kind of like traditional for her as well too, I think. That somehow looks okay. And she's supposed to have her earring here. Her earring does like a crazy. Well, actually, it's not her earring. I think it's actually her hair, if I recall correctly. I'm not caught up with the lore. It changes. Sometimes she doesn't have it, so it confuses me. I'm not as much of a regular watcher of Kiara as I am of like Callie, for example. So forgive me, KFP. If I need to go to the usual room because of this, it's fine. I will tank it. I may have started this a bit like too soon. But like as an approximation, that's kind of accurate. We can move it if anything. But that's kind of where it's popping up. It's not exactly like, yeah, because like it's part of her hair. So like this is neck, and her neck like continues up until like comes down from here, for example. And then this is also neck. This is a long neck. Because like then the frill of the outfit comes here. What do you mean? What do you mean by what? The usual room? Are you wondering about the usual room and stuff? Is that what it is? That's a Kiara thing. That's a reference to something that she does. Because Kiara's lore is that she is a warrior phoenix, but also she runs a fast food joint. She runs a fast food chain called KFP. Get it? Because it's like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but no, it is in fact Kiara Fried Phoenix. And so the lore is that her fans are workers at that chain, right? And so hi Nocturne. Hello. I'm explaining Kiara's lore while I'm trying to draw her and making a fool of myself because I'm doing this in a very weird manner. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. I love food. I love food too. I had a burger yesterday that was so good. There's a spot in my city that makes smash burgers. Speaking of fast food, much like Kiara, there's a spot in my town that makes fast food. Right? It's a burger joint. Think McDonald's, but with a different name. I think it's just local to Argentina. I don't think they're an international presence. Oh, this is awful, but hey, it kind of matches. If you squint, it kind of looks like the thing that I'm supposed to be drawing. Half dead and so busy. Don't worry, I'm also half dead. Low-key, the bothering in my ear kind of came back, but like not strongly. Right now, it's kind of gone too. So it might have been just after I got out of the shower that I pressed on some things that I shouldn't have pressed. So we're chilling now. But hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, even despite the busyness and the being half dead and whatnot. What was I talking about? I had a burger yesterday, is what I'm trying to say, and that burger was good. It was a bacon smash burger. Haven't had a smash burger like ever, I think. No, I do think I tried a smash burger at some point, but like I didn't think much of it at the time. And this one was great. I think I'm looking at here is almost shadows as well. But it works out. Oh, this was one of my favorite Holocure songs, actually. Whoops. Wait. Yeah, it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be kind of like a fold, so that kind of looks like a fold. So how do you draw Kiara lands? Well, I started with drawing part of her face, and then I moved to drawing part of her neck, and now I'm drawing the entirety of their neck, basically. Is that correct? Does that line up with how other artists draw her? Probably not. But it's what I'm doing, baby. Where does this even connect to? Like here, I guess? Yeah, there. I mean, that's kind of her neck. Have a project where full gear on and working on it so intensely. My head started spinning. Take a rest, Nocturne. That can't be good for ya. Oh my god, I am drawing. Thank you for... This is what I've done. I am so sorry. I drew all of this and none of y'all were seeing it. I am so stupid. Thank you for bringing it up. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I was doing this whole thing. I was doing this whole time, and I was being like very precise. I was trying to be as precise as possible too. That's why I was being like quiet at times too. Oh my god. 11 p.m. sounds like a fine enough time to take a break. Depending on who you ask, that might be a good time to go to bed too. I think I made the... Oh no, I didn't. No. This is the bow seems big enough because it's not like bigger than her neck. And in my proportions, I guess that makes sense too. You also can't see. It's weird. You can't see where her neck like. Rude, no. Because like, okay, this is supposed to. I suppose this is her neck, right? But you can't see it. So when you freaking when you look at it like. When you look at my drawing, it almost does, it looks like she doesn't have a neck, but she does. It's just being mostly covered up by this and the frill here. But neck must be like here, right? Because then the ear does, and the ear does this, and then face does this. Boop, boop, boop. I would assume, right? See, that makes sense because she's looking down. A doodles person as well. Well, good luck with that. Do not know, Kiara. I don't know how many VTubers. I don't know if you watch a lot of VTubers other than like the people that I do know you watch. Me and EG. Basically, those are the only ones I know you watch. I don't know if you watch others. So I don't know how much you know about general VTuber culture. You don't? Okay. I take it you don't watch me because I'm a VTuber either. Much like EG then. Because like the only reason why I know EG is because they're a VTuber. I don't mean this as a critique or anything like that, because at the end of the day, a VTuber is just VTubing is just a medium. So you always should watch people because you enjoy what they do, not because they're a VTuber. like having a cool design and stuff helps a lot, of course, but because it's pleasant to look at. But that shouldn't be like the one reason why you watch people, right? It's like your vibe. Oh, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I try to be vibey. Okay, now how do we draw her friggin' hair? I have to like eye out exactly where it, because like her head kind of, this is gonna sound insane what I'm saying here, but I think her head kind of does this, and it falls a little ahead of her face, like down to her eye here, I think. And then from here, this looks crazy now, but it'll look crazier in a bit, don't worry. As accurate as possible. I'm just trying to draw what I'm seeing. Because like one thing I kept seeing people say is that you shouldn't try to draw shit from memory. You should try to draw stuff that you're seeing. So I'm taking it as literally as one could possibly take that. And so I'm drawing what I see. Usually I think that oh, Big B got into my room. I think the logic behind drawing what you see is that it'll help you like understand anatomy and stuff and like how things look. So I'm copying basically. It's like almost like tracing, but better, more useful, because I feel like I'm actually learning by doing this as opposed to tracing and then not realizing what the fuck I just did because I just did it naturally. Like a skull layer under first. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if this is just the way that my brain operates, but I swear to God, having like the reference layers and stuff just confuses me. I don't know how, but it does. Okay, one thing I can do to make this look a bit more natural is I can go in and be like, because it's supposed to go over her hair. Wait, no, hold on. This is wrong. This is wrong. That's better. Whoops. All right, there we go. Tracing can be good if light knows about tracing after. That's true. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not saying that tracing is bad. I mean, tracing is bad if done improperly, of course. But I'm not saying that it's useless. I'm saying that I like doing this more than tracing because it actively like makes my brain work in trying to understand what the hell I'm doing. You know? And then there's like a strand here. It's like a bit bigger too, I think. And then like a separate strand pops in from this side. And this is like the one that like gets over here. I don't know exactly how to draw hair. It also, this is another thing. I'm drawing something that is actually a 3D model, so it might be different than what I'm used to. Tracing is bad if you post it without credits. Exactly. So maybe I could trace this afterwards and see how I did. Proportions are kind of off here. I feel like the hair actually. Is it that? Does it do that? I think it might not do that actually. It's like there's this bit here that goes like a bit here. And there's the, oh wait, hold on. We can literally just do this. There's like a hair there. And like a hair there or something. And then this. Yeah, kinda. And then this is all like the back of the hair basically. Maybe not a great way to visualize it. But, oh, you know what the problem is, I think? It's like this isn't quite necessary, and it's more like it should be like this instead. And that kind of extends a little further back. That's weirdly intelligible. But it all kind of like coalesces in here, I think, right? Like all the hairs kind of like meet here. Much like real hair. Much like real hair, it sprouts from like one spot in your head and then it goes to the sides. I don't know the name of that. I don't know the name of that spot. But I guess it's something that it's something that I guess will come. I mean, you can kind of tell this is Kiara, all things considered. So by that metric, hell yeah. Might reach burnout because I'm working on an animation project. Don't. I'm saying don't burn out. It's okay to take breaks. Like the easiest way to avoid burnout is to not overdo it. It's like you can keep working on your project, by all means. In fact, I think you should. It's just be mindful of the time that you're spending on it, and don't worry about it not being done quickly. Good art takes time. So yeah, the more time you take on it, even if it's like, I only did like 1 second of work today, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're working on it and that you're not, killing yourself over it, not being out. That's how I used to think when I made videos more frequently. I would think that, okay, I only did like 1 second. I only edited like 1 second of the video so far today, and I feel kind of bad. But then I think about it and I'm like, okay, but if I add this, if I keep it up at this pace for like 2 weeks, I'm gonna be doing like a minute per day. And then that means that in like 2 weeks, I'm gonna get the video done, which is good. And editing a minute per day, not a bad deal for me. So that's how I kept pushing. Thumb is strongest, but it can be a little hard. What do you mean a thumb artist? What is this term? I've never heard of this. What makes a thumb artist? Do you draw with your thumb specifically? Like, do you hold? Is it because of the way you hold your pen or something? Like that actually. Like that. Use your thumb to draw. You don't use a pen, really? I mean, if you use if you're doing it in a drawing tablet, I guess I get it. Not in a drawing tablet. I mean, like in an iPad or something. I can see that being the case, or at the very least, something that works. Okay, the braid seems simple enough at the very least. There's like one bit here, which is like one part of a braid, and then that does this, and then that does this. And then this lines up with like this bit here. And then this kind of just blends into this part of the hair. And the braid kind of just like begins from there. It just kind of like begins. Yeah. And then there's like another part. What am I doing? What am I looking at here? This is the upper braid. And then it does this, so it's kind of like coming out of this bit of hair. Wait, no, I did it too big. I did it too big because it's supposed to be a bit smaller, right? It's supposed to be like that. Yeah, like that. And then what's in here is another braid. This is quite possibly the hardest way to draw hair braids. But it's making sense to me. I don't know. Sorta. It kind of stopped making sense now. Oh yeah, that's torture. Yeah. But I understand how it looks. Separate the top and the bottom and draw the middle. That could be a good idea, yes. At the very least, it might make it seem more understandable. Maybe I just draw... Okay, maybe I just draw the bottom of it first instead of trying to draw everything at like once. Maybe I just draw the bottom part, because at the bottom part I can kind of get it. Because Because like there's a flow to it. It's like woo, 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 woo. And then there's like a woo here and a woo here and so on and so forth. Right? I think so. Like the braid then does this. Whoops. Braid then does like this down here. And then it does this. And it gets like thinner by the time it gets to the back because it's going upwards. And so this should be the last braid that we got. And it should barely be visible. But also there's like flowers on top of it. So now let me see. And then this. No, hold on. That's too scratchy. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's like the bottom part of the braid. So now we do the same thing, but like above, and then the connecting parts in the middle, it'll look okay, I think. They're like shaped like bows. I think it's supposed to be, I think they're braids. I think they're braids, but they're like stretched to the back of that. I wonder if this design has like a reference sheet. I don't think she shared it. I don't think she shared a reference sheet for it or a 3D view either. I mean, she did use the model. But yeah, I wish you could see the back of it. Ah, this song fucking rules. This is Shigasugi Odd Truck. Wait, I wonder if I can see the back in, if you could see the back in the blue and gold video. Oh yeah, you can see that. You can see the braid way more clearly in the blue and gold video. Look, this is how it looks like, and it stretches through the back. And then it like lines up to the other side. I wonder if there's a right here. It does the same thing on the other side. It just doesn't have. It just doesn't have like a. Realistically, I don't know if you can make that hair. Does that exist? Like IRL? Can somebody do that with like long hair? Top bottom braids look like orange slices. Oh yeah, you are right. That's like, is that a cheat code? Is that a braid drawing hack? Oh, I guess I could have grabbed one of these shots as well. Because these are like these shots are also like far more detailed for the model as well. It's way easier to see what it's like, what the model looks like. Makes it easier. It could make it easier, honestly. See, this is another thing that you can tell. Like, there's clearly like these are bangs, and then this is the rest of the skull. Or the rest of the hair, I guess. So what confuses me is like where should one draw the skull part? Like, do they draw it all the way up to like here basically, and then they make, okay, so the hair goes above that, and then there's like another part above that as well. I don't know. That's what confuses me about like the skull model. See, this is what I mean with the neck. Like the neck is there. You can braid it around, but it's still weirdly shaped. I would imagine so. Is it kind of like yours hair in Spy Family? Because yours hair in Spy Family, I remember. There's an omake or something. I think it's a volume extra or whatever. That has a tutorial, quote unquote, on how to draw, how to wear the same hairstyle that Yor wears in the manga. And I don't know if like women actively try to do that. Like if someone that has about hair about as long as Yor, if they can do that. You finished the sketch. Hell yeah. Well, that's clearly you know art better than me. Clearly, you know better than me. So you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Wait, did you send it somewhere? I see it. Is that it on Discord or something? Did they figure out what happened here? Oh, I think they figured out what happened on the Discord I was in. I missed the 67th ping. Everything is all good now. Okay, good. I did? Wait, let me see. I'm gonna see it. I don't have Discord open at the moment on my PC, but yeah, that's way quicker. That's so good. See, I guess that happens. That happens when you know art, I guess. When you clearly know like art fundamentals and stuff, so you can literally just like look at a reference and draw it in your style. I don't have that. Because like I can tell that you drew this because I've seen all of your drawings. Every time you post them, I see them. So I figured out what your art style is, right? So I can tell that by looking at this that this is your art style. And that's cool. But because I don't have that, if you will, I can't just like whip it out. I can't just whip out a drawing like that. But that's cool though. That's cool. I don't know how one even develops an art style, like honestly. Like how does that even happen? Okay, wait, let me try and see if the orange slices theory makes sense. I think it does. I do think the theory makes sense. I think I'm gonna be able to like make it like have a lot of depth, if you will, but I don't know. This is a hard thing to pull off just generally, I think. Or maybe not. And I'm overthinking it. What am I doing here? The orange slices messed me up. No, they didn't. I'm just being confused for some reason. And this bit, wait, no, and then this bit, no. This bit does. Those art styles typically how they draw when they don't copy anything. Exactly. And I can't do that. Well, I can do it. It's just that I wouldn't be able to do anything that looks good. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know how to draw without copying. That's the thing. In some form or another, I never learned how to draw without relying only on like my imagination, if you will. Because I can visualize things in my head, yes. But it's hard for me to replicate those things, right? I think that's the thing that means that I don't really have an art style of my own, if you will. I mean, that kind of looks like it. Little slanted burgers. I think the slices is more accurate actually, because now I'm just like filling up these blanks and it filling out these spaces and it's making sense. Yeah, there you go. Those look like braids, kinda. And they're even like slanted too. Problem is I can't add the flowers now because the flowers are too tiny. So I'd have to like go in there and do this like, they're less like flowers and more like little stars even. Imagine these are flowers. Like these crazy sketches, these are flowers. It's like the only way that it's gonna make it seem like there's actually something there. I mean, they're kind of like flowers. Forced myself to learn to draw without a reference when I was young, because I was told I would never be able to actually. Oh, wow. Well, they were full of shit. This bit here is bad. That isn't how that hair does the thing. How does this go? It's like this. I think this. Okay, hold on. Let me delete this bit. I used to trace when I was younger from gacha photos. I did the same. Well, not from that, but I used to grab like magazines. Oh, there we go. That's it. I used to grab magazines. I would like buy a weekly magazine basically that had other things that I enjoyed as a kid. But it also had like drawings of Pokemon and whatnot sometimes, or like of whatever, because it was like a kids magazine, right? I don't know if they're a thing in other countries, but we sure as hell had them. So I would like grab stuff that came out in that magazine and I would draw it. By doing essentially what I'm doing now, copying and also tracing. I did some tracing sometimes. And that's like the kind of drawing that I would do as a kid, as a youngin'. Younger me made it easier for me to draw hair. It's possible. I feel like a lot of things that one does as a kid, like inadvertently trains them to do the same thing but better as an adult when you know what you're doing. It's basically how I learned English. It's like I only know English because I learned it as a kid without realizing it. Oh, there we go. That's great. That's what I wanted. And then I can go in here and delete this bit of hair. I will say, drawing digitally, far more entertaining for me than drawing physically. I don't know. There's something about the fact that I can just like quickly erase mistakes that makes it great for me. I'm gonna delete this bit. Whoops. I'm gonna delete this bit so that I don't know. It bothers me because I haven't figured out how to draw the hair properly. It's like you're supposed to have these like connect somewhere here, I guess, but like I don't know how to make it look good. Basically, you're supposed to be looking at the strands in some way, but like this is a flat color, this is also a flat color, and there's like a shine in here. Sugar rune? What is that? I'm looking it up. Is it an anime? Sugar rune. A comic series. It is a manga. Oh, it's a magical girl manga. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, these hairstyles are wild. Holy shit. Is this a clamp manga? No, it's not. It's just shoujo. Not everything shoujo or magical girl is clamp. The wife of Hideaki Anno? Oh my god, yeah, Moyoko Anno. What the fuck? I didn't know that. I didn't know he married a mangaka. Hello? That's cool. Born... Oh wait, no, we don't know her last name. She was just known as Moyoko. And now she goes by Moyoko Anno. Oh, cool. Wow, look at that. In the movie Japan Sinks, she has a cameo role alongside her husband. The characters were also married. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. No wonder I never heard of her. She hasn't done exactly anything that was super popular. It's like Sugar Rune is probably her most popular work, right? It ran for 8 volumes in yeah, so you can see the poster of Sugar Rune in the background. Let's go. That's great. Okay, but like, look at that. That looks like Kiara. That's what I like. I like having done that. You look at this, like the fact that it looks like the person that you're trying to draw is what I like. We'll figure out the way that the hair is supposed to look like. I guess a way to make it look like strands for now, because it's sketchy, you know. It's just add extra lines, but like very soft lines, which with this brush you can do because very small pressure. Kind of like that, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe not that much pressure. Like that. I also spent most of 6th to 8th grade drawing in pen only, so I could force myself to not be able to erase. It's like you've gained knowledge and skills that weren't exactly necessary, but absolutely helped you in art. Also, her feather is supposed to have like a thing here. There you go. I'm probably not gonna color this. At the very least, I want to make this sketch. Be like, I want people to know that, hey, yeah, that's Kiara, or recognize her rather. Can I? How does it look if I? Oh wait, no. I got it. We do this from like the other side, from this. Kind of does it. There's like another strand in between these. Actually, I'm just now realizing one that does this. And then this has a strand here that does something like that. And then this strand connects to like this bit here. And then there's like a shadow of the other strands like here. So like this bit is like obscured a little bit. This is how you know that I'm copying it one-to-one basically, because I'm like grabbing the shadows that these things are casting. I don't know if that's like absolutely necessary, all things considered, for a sketch like this, but that's good so far. Like, yeah, again, you can tell it's Kiara, and that's what I'm going for, right? But I need to like connect it somehow. Or I don't know. Maybe now I can move on to making the. You know what? I'm not gonna do the shadows. I will make the hair though. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, draw the shoulder. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of moving towards. So you know where to end it exactly. I can kind of do the strands of hair that are like loose. Oh, there's a strand here that does something like this. That it does like a big curve. It does a big curve that ends like somewhere here. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know how to make it like that. Honestly, that I don't have good pen control. Is that the right word for it? No. I'm eyeballing things here, by the way, which may not be the most efficient way to do it. It's absolutely not the most efficient way to do it. But it does give me a point of reference for like the other strands. I'm gonna get rid of this one because this one confuses me right now. To understand what I'm seeing, what I'm seeing here, I think the best way to describe it to get you to understand like how my brain is functioning for this strand here, the one that does that, this one is this one, Let me grab the red. Like this strand is this. Does that make sense? This bit is supposed to be this bit. That's my logic. So the big strand that I was trying to draw was this one, the one that does this, and then there's another one that does this that connects here, and there's like a big shadow here. That is my logic. Again, I don't know if I should wait. Shit, I need to go outside. Oh, not go outside, but let me take a small break. Actually, now that I realized, because there's a couple of things that happen. One, the entirety of the ice of my water and my water has melted because I locked in so hard drawing this bit that the whole thing is melted. And then the other thing, it got dark outside. I gotta go turn on the lights and stuff. I need to save this as well. What the hell? God forbid I lose this somehow. Art. Where's the art? Where's my art thing? Where's my art folder? I have a folder in my thing that I called art. Gotta attempt. I wonder how big am I drawing her? Oh wow! Wait, holy shit! If you zoom out, it looks way better. If you zoom out, it looks way better. I guess it helps. It helps that I'm drawing in like this is a 2000 by 2000 canvas. Wow. Okay. Well, then that's cool. All right. That gave me a lot more confidence than I thought. All right. Give me 1 sec though. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna take a break. I'm going to the bathroom and stuff, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
I don't believe in that.
Right, I'm back. I burped directly into the microphone, but I was muted. Don't worry. I thought about unmuting for it, but then I was like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna be mean. What did Jimmy say? I thought I heard him from the bathroom, but I didn't understand what he said. It was the volume was too quiet for me to figure out what he said, but I did realize he was called upon, I guess. That looks good. It is looking way better than I expected at this point, but it's been an hour and a half. This is the kind of progress that you get in an hour and a half. I don't believe in that. Okay, but he did just say it out of nowhere, right? Jimmy, what do you think of my drawing so far? Oh, thank you. I guess he was clapping. I appreciate it. I believe that was clapping. I don't know how he was clapping. He doesn't have hands. I guess he summoned like a couple of tiny stars somewhere that like could make a bit simulate a clapping sound of sorts. No! Why the brick? Why the brick, Chimera? No! Welcome on in, by the way. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello. I just got back from a small break. We're continuing trying to draw Takanashi Kiata because I rolled a die on HoloList and she popped up, which is cool because I do really like Kiata. I am surprised at the way that this is looking. I didn't think it would look good, but this is looking good. I personally think it's looking good. I'm mostly copying what I'm seeing here. And so that's what's going on. Oh wait, I just realized now that there's like a strand of hair. There's a strand of hair here. This bit. This bit. That's a strand of hair that's kind of just like in between. Like it's here. Like it's here. It does this bit. It does this bit. It goes like here, and it literally just it literally just like ends around here as well. It doesn't do much, but it's there. It adds to the volume of the hair. I don't know. So my worry now is that if I can be able to do this bit of hair. Oh, we can take our time actually. We don't have to make one big swooping motion actually. Now that I think about it, we can literally just because like the tips of this tip right here, this tip right here almost touches this tip right here. So that's the kind of point of reference that I'm going for. So I'm gonna try to do that. That might have been a bit too much, but that's okay. We can adjust it. And this is supposed to like line up all the way up to like here. What's my best start when it's not on an assignment? It would make sense. Because the way that I see it, if you were asked to do it, you may not want to do it. You may not pull your whole passion into it, right? But if it's something that you actively enjoy drawing, for example, it's likelier that you will do a better job because you're drawing something that you much more enjoy. Oh wait, no. It's a good thing I drew this strand of hair because that gives me a point of reference actually. Hair should be like whoops. I should draw this one first, which is the outer one. Because that one like lines up. That one lines up like there maybe. And then this one. Dang it. Like there maybe? Oh, there we go. Is it too square? Like Feels like it shouldn't be there. Feels like this bit could be a bit smoother as well. Like this shoulder here, less direct and more smooth. Gotta anti-alias the hair. Does that make sense? Yeah, kind of like that. And then there's like a different strand, actually, like that you can see here, sort of. Kind of lines up in there. And then, like, there's a section here which is like, whoops, which is dimmed because shadows. Whoops. We can try to replicate the shadow bit, but I think something I'm realizing is because I'm eyeing this out, the proportions aren't exactly the same. So I kind of just have to like eyeball just exactly just how much I'm nailing this. So I can take some liberties as well, actually. And this is another shadow bit. Actually, all of this is kind of shadowed a bit now that I look at it, actually. So we can be a bit more free with this. Like all of this is supposed to be like covered by shadow. And this as well, like right here. The shadow kind of goes all the way up to like here, and then yeah, that makes sense. Another part of shadow is this here. That all of that is going to be shadowed. Doesn't have to look great. It just has to like signify that, hey, this is. There you go. And we can like kind of color all of this to make it seem like it's to make it more obvious that it's like in the back. That makes sense. And this will keep going like down here as well, actually, because I think this is like the last strand of hair that like's visible. So like all of this is gonna be shadow. I want to make it as smooth as I can because I don't want to have like strong lines. You know, I don't want to make like, because it's supposed to be dark. I'm kind of like thinking of how a manga artist would like shape this. Like for now, this will do, and then I can go back and like build this up more properly, I guess. It goes up to like here for now. You can hatch. I don't know. Is this hatching? It's kind of like that, yes. Asian characters are a pain to draw. They tend to be over-designed, yeah. Well, maybe not over-designed. A lot of them tend to be over-designed, but they do tend to have a lot of details. All right. Well then, how does it look if we zoom out? Oh wow, yeah. If you zoom out, it looks actually quite good. It looks kind of like ass if you zoom in because it looks like it's a mess, but actually no, it looks quite clean actually. Just given the chance to play Teen Titans game for the PS2. Oh boy, those tie-in games, they don't always they don't always make them good. There's a handful of those tie-in games that could be considered good, and I don't think it's the majority, sadly. All right. Oh wait, there's also shadows like on the braids. That's gonna make the braids pop up a little bit more, actually. Now that I think about it, so we can add a bit more like dark here, and a bit more dark here, for example, and then a bit more dark here, maybe. And a bit more dark here. Oops. And that's gonna make it like, okay, this looks like a mess, but it's less detailed, so just easier to think of it like hair there. The 6'7" kid? No. I don't want to draw the 6'7" kid. I'd rather stop hearing the 6'7" meme already, but oh well. Can't do much against the power of the internet, I think. Also, I think I missed a shadow somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, I think I missed it like here. Now that I think about it, somewhere there or something. I don't know. All right, it's okay. Also, the neck is kind of supposed to be a bit shadowed too, but I don't know if I want to do. I figure out the neck shading later, because like clearly this is a darker color than this, right? So it's supposed to signify depth, I guess. Young Justice killing off a character in the PS3 tie-in. Would that does that like contradict the canon or something like that? All right, we can start figuring out the neck now. But then the neck is pretty much figured out. We can start figuring out the shoulder, and because again I am insane. Well, there's like there's a bit that is like shading, and we need to take that into consideration as well in the neck. Like this bit, for example, here. This goes like all the way to here. All of this is like is just shadow. Shading. Okay, maybe not that thick. But like there. That's more like it. Yeah, there you go. Also, this is supposed to be kind of like shaded too. Whoops. And then this bit here as well. Whoops. Also, what is there to draw with the 6'7" kid? Not much, I would assume. This is also kind of shaded as well. Maybe this is all the amount of shading that we need to do for the neck mostly, because it's going to be like sketched. Maybe also this is a bit that we could do for shading as well. Maybe the rest is fine. We can add like 3D effect. It kind of adds a 3D effect to it or something. I don't know. This bit is also like shadowed a bit because of the feather. But like not much. Okay, that's good. The shoulder begins with a thing in here. I'm trying to do this bit here, you know? That. Nobody played the game, season 1 ends, and suddenly there's her grave in season 2. Nobody mentioned what happened. Wait, so is it what? Did the game tie into like a show or something? Well, that sure is a way to make things confusing. For no apparent reason either. At the very least, give the people who like only watch the show a recap of what happens in the game or something. Feels like the nicer thing to do, at least. No, that's not what it needs to do. It needs to do... and then... Whoops. I'm trying to, like, make this shape a bit more notable. There we go. And then this bit has to line up with this bit. And then there's like a shadow here. And then this bit also has like there's whoops, made it too late. Kind of like this. Kind of like this is it's a little booby thing. Not really. More like that, maybe. Yeah. And then this keeps, this keeps going down this. No. Like there. It should be like a little bit of a gap in there. It's supposed to have some kind of depth. And then, and then there you go. Kinda like this. We can get in there. We can get deeper in there and like erase this a little bit. There you go. Whoops, I didn't mean to zoom in that much. Maybe I made it too thick. I don't know. Yeah, I might have made it too thick. Problem is that in my proportions. Oh wait, that works. No, never mind. It doesn't. All of this is poopy. It's fine. That's like the booba. We'll figure out the booba later. If ever. It was in between seasons 1 and 2. 5-year gap in between them. Ah. Jason Todd is the second Robin who lived and died in the time skip. So they basically were like, so a bunch of stuff happened, but we couldn't do it. We couldn't show it anywhere. Not even in the game. What the hell? This is where I probably need to start moving the drawing. Which is not a problem, actually, because I have been drawing in a different layer, so moving this layer isn't a problem. We can literally just like move this around, and there you go. Because then we can put we can draw the hand a bit more closely or something. Wait, question: how does it look if we overlay my drawing with the face? Well, you can see exactly where my proportions are off. I made her way smaller. See how the face doesn't line up? And the eyes also don't line up. But like my proportions are fine in a vacuum. Like if you look at it like that, it makes sense. It's less important is what I'm saying, I guess. So how do we figure out the arm length and stuff? Okay, maybe we can have them closer still for like a bit now. And then we'll figure out. Because like the hand goes like pretty straight past here for like at least that long. A little less actually. Delete this bit over here. Okay, I do need the booba thing. Not the booba thing. I do kind of need it. Because that gives me the layout of where the arm ends, actually. Cause maybe make him a bit bigger in my drawing. Since proportions are already kind of out the window, we can make him a bit more notable. Oh wait, they're kind of slanted. That's why. Okay, that does make things easier actually. Not like that. There you go. And then this needs to continue this line. And then this. Well, actually, hold on. As a matter of fact, we can get rid of this line and continue that. and then this. You can just throw it, and then we have 2 lines doing this. Slightly separated. Ever so slightly separated. And then we'll figure out what they do with the booba, but like that's probably as good a point as any for reference on when the where the arm, because like this bit, this bit here, see that connects pretty straight to the arm. Like the arm ends here. It does this. That lines up pretty well to like the bottom of that. So that tells me that the arm. Wait, let me see the reference again. Arm does this, and then that. All right, so we can have this like straight there, like there maybe, and then have that, kind of like that, right? Yeah, pretty much. You can even like delete. Whoops. You can delete this bit here. That's where like the armband is gonna be. I feel like it is too thick though. Still. Oh, because it has shadow. Right. I'm considering the shadow. The shadow kind of does. Whoops. Oh, I'm deleting. The shade of the arm. Wait, actually, hold on. This bit we can delete it. And then there's an armband or shoulder band or something. Kind of goes a little over and under the arm too, so that does give me a little bit of wiggle room. There you go. Actually, no, maybe make it a bit thicker. That way we can do the detail on the side. A little bit of detail at least. Yeah, I'm overthinking this bit of the details. I'm so locked in right now. Hold on. Whoop, oh, whoop, there. And then there. And then, whoop, and then there. And then all of this is kind of like shadowed anyway, so. Ugh. All right. Weird time period where Jason came back from the dead and Under the Red Hood happened. What the heck? Is this comic lore, or is it something that actively gets referenced in some form or another in the adaptation anyways? "2010? Damn. I would have thought that this was like an older show." Okay, so then there's a puffy thing. Okay, wait, this is where I start to move this thing. Actively need to move it. Whoops, not that. Move this a little bit. A little bit there. That's good enough. We can also try and move this one a bit as well. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. Could I like, what if I lower the opacity of this one? So I draw on top of it. Still pretty clear. What if I then... Yeah, that's good. We can draw on top of this. For now, at least, maybe. Okay, maybe, you know what? No, I won't. Or, no idea, I will. Dead in the 1980s. IRL is Robin. That's like Batman's greatest mistake. Ooh. I'm gonna be real. I've never heard the name Jason Todd before. Then again, I haven't watched much of like the DC universe ever. Anyways, I was always more of a Marvel kid. Like I feel like I used to watch more Marvel shows as a kid than DC shows. I feel like I have seen a good amount of like maybe DC movies or something. I don't know. But like I remember watching a lot of Teen Titans as a kid. These puffy ones, these puffy things have like a weird shape to them. How do I dimension them? Like that. All right, it's like a big circle kinda. All right, well then, so it's probably like that, and nope, and that, and that, no, and that, nope, that, no, that, yeah, yeah, a little bit. Thing is that they kind of are cut short because there's like a star pattern thing. So I should probably cut it like there. And have the start and start drawing the star pattern like that. That. That's too big, like that. And then there's the middle one. Middle one is like middle one's like this. No, that's too thick. This. Yeah, it's kind of like it. Kind of in the middle too, so then you do that. And then that is this. It like that. And then that. I feel like... Oh, I'm missing one actually. Because like from this one, there's a smaller one that does this, and this one does this. Like that, and then this one does this. And this closes out the puffy thing. Like that. No. I feel like there's something about the proportions of this that is wrong, but I can't figure out what. Oh no, wait. Oh, there we go. Good. That sort of makes sense. I think. Whoops. What do you think? No. Absolutely not. Arm should not do that. It should go a bit deeper down, and then it should start like that. No, like that. That makes more sense. That lines up with the arm, I think, a bit better. As you're saying in comics, nobody stays dead except Jason, Todd, Bucky Barnes, and Uncle Ben. Wait, what's wrong with Bucky? Bucky hasn't died in the MCU. I mean, he kind of disappears for a bit when people thought he was dead, but then he comes back and kills Tony's dad. Jesus' death is famous. It was fan voted. That's why would they allow a fucking phone voting to decide who gets to die? That's kind of grim. All right, so the puffy thing is kind of done. All right, well, I feel like I can draw the entire arm now. A 15-year-old sidekick? What the hell did he do wrong? Did people hate the kid? What the heck? That feels wrong. Oh, I think I did make her arm a bit thicker. We can test that theory actually, like straight up. Actually, no. I made the puffy thing a bit not as puffy, but that's fine. Oh, and I did mess up the proportion of the arm. It has to be a bit thinner too. But it lines up though. It lines actually no, it doesn't line up exactly. I feel like uh let's see. We're gonna have the arm goes like straight through after that too. Well, there's a bit. I can't. I think what confuses me is that there's a bunch of this is like obscured, and so it's hard to like figure out the actual positioning of things. So I think that's why it's messing me up a bit. All right, well we'll figure it out, or maybe not. I don't know. Thing is, like, there's a thing here. But like this bit, well, this bit here is like shadowed. Same as this bit here. Like this bit is shadowed, and then this bit. Is the whole puffy thing shadowed as well? Actually, yeah. Even this bit of the puffy thing is shadowed. Kind of like that, sort of. Not the cleanest, but... And then... So knowing that, the arm kind of extends from here to here. Yeah, that seems right proportion-wise. I did make the arm thicker, though. Like, I absolutely made the arm thicker. But then immediately goes up, like, here. Whoops. Like that. No. Problem is that it's getting confusing because I don't know where to put this. I can probably move it in there, though. Whoops, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to grab that and then move it in a bit more just so I can have the thing for reference. Alright, I can still draw that. I can still draw over this. Okay, so hold on. Spectacular. I doubt it, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the words of encouragement. I think it's just okay. But it is kind of curved, but like slightly, ever so slightly. It's not straight. Oh wait, but it's fine. I could literally grab that. That line is, that extra line of it is actually great. And I can do whoop. No. What? No. That works. And then how do we connect this to the elbow? Stretch this and delete what. Okay, so adjust, delete what doesn't matter. Or not. That works on its own. That works already. If anything, we can delete this bit. And then I'm also gonna delete that bit because it's not supposed to be that curved. Yeah, all of this is not supposed to be that curved. It is. Whoops. Absolutely not supposed to be that curved. Or kinda is. Because it isn't straight. Okay, never mind. I will keep it that way. I am also going to delete this because it is supposed to be more curved. Because it doesn't go straight up, it goes diagonally. Slightly diagonally. Slightly tilted. Like that. Yeah. And based on that, honestly, we can make this a bit like that. And no, what am I doing? That's a mess, what I just did there. That's more like it. And then comes the fancy part, which is whoop, which is doing the big, doing this bit, doing this bit. I said doing this bit. I say this bit, and then it's like this bit, what? This bit, and then there's like a weep, like a weep, and then another like a whoop, like a whoop, a whoop. What are these noises I'm making? What? Yeah. No, that's too curved. All right then. And then Nocturne, I'll read what you're saying in a bit, but at the moment, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how this shit is supposed to look. It's confusing to look at it like this. I feel like this truly is not the way you're supposed to draw. But I'm weirdly enjoying it regardless. Okay, there we go. What is it? There's a company vote on which teen hero is gonna get A. What the fuck? What the fuck were comics? Does anyone want to push the stereotype so Jason Todd wins? That's disqualified to go to the next one. A couple years they tell Jim he can write Jason's death if they make it fan voted. And all of this is because people fan voted it? Oh my god. That's crazy. Hi, Feli. Welcome on in. Can't believe Kiwawa did the 6-7. I know. I mean, I'm not surprised exactly, but welcome on in, by the way. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here learning about comic book shenanigans from the 90s and also drawing Kiara by memory, kinda. And this is what I got. What do you think? I'm trying my best looking at the screenshot of the 3D live of the not the 3D live of the concert, and I don't know, I'm figuring things out. This is probably just gonna stay a sketch because I don't know how I would color this thing even, but it does work. It legitimately, I am actively very proud of this because it not only does it look like Kiara, it also, I think it looks pretty close to the original screenshot, and I didn't trace it. That's like the most the thing that makes me most proud. I didn't just trace this. I copied it, yes, but I didn't trace it. And so this feels like it is my skill. Like actively, this is what which one I'm drawing right now? That bit. Okay, so I'm drawing this bit now here. This, and then that. Because like if I were to trace all of this, I could do it far quicker. Because look, I can literally just like whoop, there you go. It does that, and it does that, and then it does this, and it does this, and this. I could do a far quick and dirty job of tracing it, but if I want to copy it to make it look good and understand what's going on the visuals, this is cool. The wrist ruffles, yeah, ruffles. That's the word. That's the word for these things. I wasn't sure what to call them. Okay, and then we whoop. No, whoop. Yeah, that's more like it. Identity. I forgot what this song was until they got to that bit. And then this goes straight up to like where the arm would be. I wonder if that's like, but like not that straight. I feel like it has to have some kind of like, yeah, small curve. There you go. And then comes the bane of any artist's existence, I suppose, which is drawing the hand. It's a rough sketch, not making an art piece. No, to beat yourself up. No, I'm not. But that's at the same time, there is a small piece of me that is kind of a perfectionist. So I want the rough sketch at least to look good. That does not look right. Oh, no wonder it doesn't look right. No wonder it doesn't look right. It's because I did it wrong. It's supposed to be more like this. It's supposed to be more here and then. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, and then. Okay, no, fuck this. Fuck this whole line. Fuck that whole line. We're redoing it. W advice. It is true. It is true. There's no need to be a perfectionist, especially because I'm literally like, I only ever picked up a pen like a few weeks ago, a month ago, if you want to be more generous. So there's like absolutely no need to pressure myself into making something that legitimately looks good. Everyone who's an artist will understand that I'm literally just starting out. Because like I see people post art all the time. Beginner artists post art all the time, and more often than not, people are supporting them. Just look at how popular the Freerin looking up meme got. That is by all accounts a noob artist that was posting his art progress. And well, yeah, sure, some people made fun of it, and that's probably why it got popular first. But then like the right people started like picking up on it, and then all of a sudden he became a freaking hero. I still follow the guy on Twitter, and I see his art progress every now and then. It's freaking awesome. That's actively improving a lot. Should be a bit lower, maybe. I don't know what this shape is. That's the thing. This bit. Because I know the hand is here, right? But like, how do I draw the ruffle thing? That's what's confusing me. But I think that's roughly where it's at. It's also confusing because it's not pointing straight down. It's like going down. It's like the hand is doing this. It's not going straight up. But I do think I should get rid of this bit. Like, should probably reach around to this point. Or like a little bit more. 5,343 votes. He should die, and then... Oh my god, it was tight too. Damn near 50-50. First witness to the fear and looking up meme was in Pinterest with no context. I feel like I saw it on Reddit, but like I don't know, or Twitter. One of the two. I think I found out the story just on both sides. Because it kind of developed both on Twitter and on Reddit as well. Like on Reddit, it started on Reddit, but then it kind of got stretched out to Twitter. By the time it hit Twitter, it was already basically mainstream. So the guy was like fucking living. The guy was like famous already at that point. All right, let's see if I can figure out what kind of ruffle this is. A lot of it is like obscured by shadow, so I can be friggin' rough with it anyways. It's kind of like that, honestly. Like, it's kind of doing something like that. And then I have no idea what this is, but it's clearly in the background, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much. So I'm gonna straight up just do like a thing here, and I'm gonna obscure the living shit out of it. And it is at this point that I think I should start drawing the hand, because then I know exactly how much I should obscure. The hand kind of begins from this. This should go a bit higher up, and then there's like a part here that's in the foreground, and then whoops, no, not that much. Shoot. Oh, I got it. Keep trying to draw the ruffle here. It does something like this. And it also does something like this. And there you go. And then I fit the hand in here. The hand is weird because like this is okay, this is bit of the hand and it starts from here. So it does line up roughly. So you know what I should adjust then? This shouldn't be like going inwards. And this should instead be going like this. Whoops, not like that, like this. More straight. And so then by following that logic, the hand should come up from like here. There you go. Not really. Nope. Absolutely not. Like there. That's more like it. Actually sleep now. Don't worry about it. Go sleep. Yeah, take good rest. Thank you so much for hanging out and telling me all about the time that DC thought it was a good idea to have voting for which character should die. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, what the part of that's confusing me is because some of it is actually supposed to be like covered up. Actually, like there you go. Like this is shadow basically. And then I basically don't know what I'm doing. This part is like the part that I am actively just completely winging it. This is also quite big, so I feel like I can get away by making the ruffle smaller. That does not look bad, actually. We can make a bit of shadow here, too. Make it, like, kind of makes sense. And we can, like, extend the shadow, like, a bit over here as well. I don't know. Does that make sense? We'll see if it makes sense. And then another thing that confuses me is because the hand is also a bit shadowed, right? So this is shading, but the hand is all of this. So like this is shading, right? But the hand does that. So the hand should be here and it should go like this. So it should line up like here, I think, right? Because I can draw it. I can draw it and then like whoops. I can draw it. Draw the little belly here. I don't know if belly is the right word. And then all of this shadow. And then the fingers do like a small whoops. Yeah. How big should the fingers be? Jesus Christ. That's the other thing I don't know. Oh Lord. Yeah, drawing hands is hard. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna make a rough sketch of the hands. Whoops. Make a rough sketch of the hands and see if I can figure out what the logic behind them is. That makes sense. And then yeah, because they're like separated. Yeah, that makes sense as well. And then also here makes sense. All right, wait, that looks a bit all right. Surprisingly, this is maybe a bit too thick, but we can change that. Here, this bit is a bit too thick, but you can like change it and do that, and then whoop. There you go. Okay, wait. I'm sensing another issue. The ruffle. The ruffle here. It's supposed to be more like this, actually. Actually, I have no idea how it's supposed to look like. Actually, yeah, it kind of is supposed to look kind of like that. Does it look if we would get rid of that? I think I made the fingers a bit too small. I feel like it should be a bit bigger, but you know what? Sketch. It is stupid for me to try and like think too hard about this. Oh god, I'm erasing things. No. There we go. All right. Well then. Yeah, no, that's Kiara, all right. Improved in animating in just like 3 days. Yeah. If you keep practicing something, even you will realize when you got better at it. I feel like this is me, because like this is like what my third attempt of properly drawing something. So I am quite proud of this bit. Okay, now let me see one thing. Let me see if I can draw the rest of the hair. Because like one thing I can tell, for example, is that the hair in general kind of ends here. It does this. It does this. There's like a little bit of a strand, of a random strand here. It does that, but then this bit. Make it smaller. Make it smaller. No, not like that. Fucking hell. Why is it so hard to make like thin strands of hair? Like all I want to do is just make thin strands of hair, and then like I can't. They just come out super thick, and I don't want them to come out super thick. Okay, that's good enough. And then this is supposed to kind of go through not like that. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. The proportions of this make it a bit difficult, but in theory, now this bit here, in theory, this bit is supposed to do this. And that is supposed to line up with the hair. Right, this is supposed to... Okay, I got it. I can make the thing here. Does this make sense? Problem is that I drew the hair too differently, though. What if we get rid of this entire thing and shape it slightly different? Would that be too crazy? Because this, believe it or not, is supposed to like land somewhere in there. And oh wait, no, that kind of does it already. That lines up. That lines up well. Yeah, that lines up well. Anything, I think this strand could be better though. Yeah. And then there's like an extra strand. There's more strands that I didn't draw. There's one more at least. I'm realizing now. One underneath here. Like, there's something like this. One strand here. Or like there, maybe. And then there. This is where I start to take liberties because I can't see shit. So much of it doesn't matter anyways. It matters for like the context of the shading, I think. Because then we can make all of this shading. As literal experience, you're doing great. Oh, thank you. This is, yeah, my very limited experience with art. And this is very much like, again, everything that I'm doing now is essentially replicating what I remember learning as not even learning as a kid. What I remember doing as a kid. I told you I would like grab magazines and copy the drawings that I saw in there, because that's like, to me, that was drawing. It wasn't like ideating things from my mind and just like putting them down in paper. I never tackled drawing like that. For me, drawing was always replicating what I saw. So I guess I'm trying to capture that same feeling, if you will, here. Dang it, I can't quite figure out how to do the I'm like pressing too hard on this bit, and it's making the hatch, I guess, the hatch pattern come out too dark. Maybe that's fine. Maybe again, I'm thinking too hard. Dang it. No. I wonder if there's a better way to do this, like hatching pattern, actually. Oh, wait, I think I have an idea. What if we just do this? Yeah, there you go. That's it. Because now, even if I press hard, because the pencil size is so tiny, it won't like create large bits, you know? There you go. That was a solution. I bet this shading is coming out a lot better. We can even pass it a couple more times to reinforce it. And then we get rid of this. Look at that. That's Kiara. That's half of Kiara. That's good. That's half of Kiara. Like, we can end stream here and I will be satisfied with this. But I kind of at least want to have like... I want to finish at least like part of the chest down. But yeah, no, that's her. Like, it may not line up 1-to-1. But for having replicated this, see, it absolutely does not line 1-to-1. Look at how the hand, the hand is done, and the ruffles. Like, it is absolutely me winging it. But you can tell that it's not traced and it's rather copied. So that's why I like it. I have another line that I want to delete, actually. A little bit of this here. Whoops, hold on. A little bit of this. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's better. That's better. All right, then. Okay. I do want to go pee again. I have my old drawings when I was 7. Ooh, let's go. I guess that's the benefit of having done everything digitally, right? In my case, I never did shit digitally, so it's not possible for me to find those drawings, sadly. I had them all in like, what's the word? In notebooks and stuff. Where are we exactly on the holocaust? Okay, there's only one more song here, but they're like long. These are 15, 16 minute loops anyways, so we're good. All right, let me save this. I'll keep going for like an hour more or so. Let's see how much more progress I can do in like that. And we'll see, because like at the very least, I kind of maybe want to draw her holding the mic. Like, so basically, oops. Are we can also put this back to 40, which is the size that I was using. So basically down to like here, which I guess is most of the drawing. We'll see. But it's like less detailed parts. I mean, there are details, but they're clothing, so maybe they're done easily or more easily. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. If not, we'll just end it wherever we end it, and we'll call it a day. Okay, give me 1 sec though. I'll go pee, and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I was looking at this and I'm like, oh hey, I left a gap here just because I wasn't sure what came next in the drawing at that point, and I nailed it because there was like this square little thing in here that was coming next that bridged the gap between this whole bit, and that saved my ass. Because then after this, there's like this bit here. That is like this, and that lines up with the wing bit, because like these are wings. These are wings. I don't know how detailed I can make those wings, but that's what they are. All of this is like in shadow though, so we can stretch this line down and like and jump in there to like hide it a little bit. How deep? Yeah, okay. You can grab that, make it like a whoops. Doesn't have to be like that. That dark anyways, but like line that up and then this as well. I like that. No. Like that. That's more like it, I guess. Oh, that's fine. All right, so that is, I guess, the beginning of the chest. It is also at this point where, like down here, is booba. But it's like it's not super noticeable because I think there's like cleavage here a little bit, but it's barely noticeable. It's like a very form-fitting. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's the word, form-fitting, but you see, this is like the bra, and it has those designs. It's definitely like one of the least sexy Kiara outfits by design, I think, because it like covers up a lot of things, and that was like intentional. I remember seeing a clip of her describing the thing, and she was like, I wanted to show as least skin as possible, which is odd for Kiara of all people. All right, I also have to figure out what to do with the microphone, because she is holding a microphone, but I can't do it now. Or can I? I think I can, actually. In fact, I think that would be better, because I think I'm just too in the void if I start drawing shit from here without anything here to like ground me. So we can figure that out now. We can also move this a bit more here. So that way I can like zoom in a bit more. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna like put it like right there maybe. All right then. And then we go back to brush. Okay. So how do I do this? She's slightly slanted too. So this bit goes down here a bit. And on this bit as well. Not that much though. Or maybe yes, actually. Hold on. Yes, but it's not straight. It's like pointing downwards a little bit. And then it does this. And then arm comes down here. Whoops, comes down here. So this is arm. This bit is arm. That bit is arm, but it's barely visible because a lot of it is covered up by the microphone, which the first little thing of the microphone comes here. And it does this. And it does that. Okay, so here there's a semicircle thing that the microphone does. So we can kind of just like there's a circle like down the middle. You can like sketch out the microphone for now. All right, wait. And then like that, yeah. No, because it's slightly tilted. Shit. How do we do this? Oh, wait, no, hold on. I got it. Because there's this bit here. And then there's this bit here. So that's kind of what the mic does. Yeah, like that. I think I made it slightly smaller, but that tracks with the proportions of everything else that I've done on this drawing. Whoops. I didn't mean to draw that. I absolutely made it smaller than the original, but that's okay. There's also got like a big diamond or something down in the center. But that's okay. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rungs, essentially. So let's see if we can like place them correctly. Doesn't matter if we can or can't. Again, it doesn't have to be like precise. Kind of like that. Whoops, that's too thick. Yeah. You can tell that's a mic. If anything, we can like go in a bit in there to like adjust and like connect things where they need to connect. Erase some things to make it a bit cleaner. and whoops, and finish up the drawing a bit more nicely. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's okay. That's okay. Also, I realize now that this little semicircle part here, too tight. We literally just have to grab and draw one little seat thing here, roughly this size. Actually, smaller than that. There, yeah. There you go. And then we can also draw that bit, and we can do the same thing literally on this side. Because it's symmetrical. What this mic is that it's symmetrical, so... Oh, there's a tool for symmetry, but I don't know how to use it. I mean, it's this thing. I realize what it is. It's pretty simple in that sense. But I don't know if I could use it here because it's like slightly rotated. I don't know how you do it there. Okay. I'm gonna delete these bits because the semicircle is supposed to be tighter than that. Not even a semicircle. It's more of an oval. It is kind of an oval. Like that maybe. Whoops. And then I'm thinking too hard. This is literally a microphone that she's holding. It's gonna be the least important part of the piece at the end of the day. Just the fact that it kind of matches the shape of it is the thing that matters. That's all it is. Everything else, not really important. Hold on. Hold on, I got it. There you go. And then this can be like shaded. It's not even shaded. It literally is just the color of it. No, actually, you know what? No, hold on. There you go. And then these are colored. You can lower the size of this to slightly shade this. There you go. Bring back the 40 something. There you go. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put 40 in. For fuck's sake. Alright, but that's like the edges of it. And then we need to like draw the rest of the fucking microphone. I think I will simplify the microphone though, because it has two colors. It's got like gold and pink. But I don't want to separate it much. Oh wait, no, hold on. We can stretch this one down. Whoops, we can stretch this one down to here, down to there, down to there, down to there. And then literally just like do the I'm thinking too hard again. Someone stop me from thinking too hard. Someone stop me and tell me that this looks good already. And then I'm thinking too hard on such a small detail that is unnecessary to think about. It's like there's only one more rung here. And then a very tiny one that is basically unperceptible and I'm thinking about it too much. My water's almost done too. At least it's still somewhat cold. All right, and then, oh Lord, help me! I have to draw it on the other end, on the other side now. Can I? Honestly, yeah, fuck it. There, and then I think I did it very unbalanced now. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah. Hold on. That is no, that's not fine. I'm making these things too big. There we go. Another one in there, and then finally one tiny one you can barely see. Yeah, that's close enough to what the mic is supposed to be. That's close enough, I think. But like the whole reason why I did that, I'm also realizing that the mic is like way further away from her face. But again, in my world of perspectives that I landed myself into or something, that's kind of how it goes. The important thing about this, though, is that it still kind of lines up with where the chest should be, and that is around here. Because, like, chest should come down, should come like here. Like there, basically. And it lines up. It just does. So I guess my perspective, my proportions weren't all fucked. Because, like, this... Does it? Actually, hold on. If we flip the canvas, it doesn't look so bad. Yeah. It's like this is probably where the chest should be. Is it supposed to be that? Yeah, it is supposed to be that, like, straight, I guess. And then the thing above is supposed to be more straight, but that lines up to like the second rung of the, like, here. It is supposed to be more straight, actually. No, that's not straight at all. That's not straight at all. It's supposed to be a little... It's supposed to line up, though. It's supposed to line up. Because it's got ruffles, is another thing that I'm noticing. What am I looking at? How do I fucking tackle this? I have an idea. I have an idea on how to tackle this. So you grab this bit here. Whoops, I'm erasing things. I didn't mean to erase it. So you grab this bit, and you try to extend it as straight as possible as you can, like slightly here, roughly to where the middle is. Kind of lines up with the middle bit here, there. And then I was going down. I wasn't supposed to be going down. There you go. And then this. That does that. And then does this. And then does this. Whoops. And then it does this. And then it kind of just blends in on this side. And then there's like here, which are... These are like the edges of shadows, essentially. Which I'll have to fill in later. Because again, we're adding depth here. Kind of goes all the way there. wonder if I should have, if this needed to keep going more. Actually, yes, it did. It did. This is the right idea, but this is supposed to go a bit further and then do that. And then the same thing happens here. That lines up there. And it does this. Whoops, not so thin. Still roughly lines up though, so it does that, and then like that, and like that, and then like that. And then once again, we put everything, we put the shit down. Whoops. Where are you fucking? We go in and we start shading the shit out of this bit. Question, is the left booba also shaded? Yes, the left booba is also shaded, and in fact, the shading kind of does this. That's the right booba, actually, as a matter of fact. So now we literally just like come in and we do the shading of the booba straight, and this, on top of adding the depth that we were missing, is gonna make the whole thing make sense. Trust the process. I trust the process, so, or other people trusted this process when they were doing their own art, so why shouldn't I trust it? It is the same. Or I don't know if it is. Question, where does the booba shading end in here? Oh, it kind of like, it kind of does the shadow of the... It's okay. We don't have to necessarily follow the shadow of the microphone in my case, because I did it in such a different way that it isn't exactly important. That does not look great. Wait, no. You know what fixes it? If we actively try to like follow the microphone shadow like that. There you go. Put it back to 40, god dang it. Okay, there we go. So that being said, now we add ruffles on top of this. And the ruffles are like, I think, roughly just like do things that like this. They're mostly details. But at the very least, I want there to be like white in between these things, right? Like there. That was too much. Like there, maybe. I might have overdone it on the ruffles here, but it's fine. We're getting to a point where I do not give a shit anymore. Yeah, that roughly lines up, and then kind of makes sense of it. Maybe we do that, and then we lower this a bit, and then we do. I don't know, something like that. I have no idea. And then another thing, I do kind of want to draw. Maybe we can make it in like 12. How about 12? How does it look if we do 12? 12 is good for this level of detail, actually, now that I didn't think of it. Okay. Oh, the music stopped. Okay, let's see. All right, so for now, we can begin by doing a line. Whoops. Doing a line that follows along this side, and then it does a thing here. Maybe a bit closer to, yeah, like that. And it follows this as well, and it, whoop, not like quite like that, like follows this, and it follows this, and then what does it do? follows up, then it does this until like the side of the booba, like there, and then it goes back, and then it does like a little bit, and then it goes back, and then it does that, and then does one of these, and it lines up back again, lines up back here again. Yeah, that's roughly the detail on that side of the booba, and then same thing on the other end. It's just that you can barely see it. Okay, let's see. What do we put now? Can I put the hollow break OST? Hollow X break OST. Yeah, it's just not super long. That's the problem. This isn't like super lined up. Biggest flaw is shading. I love using flat colors for people who shade and render are talented. Yeah. I mean, it's also a skill. Believe me, you can gain it. But yeah, it is something you have to practice. But again, you keep doing it and you're gonna get better at it. Trust me. Did somebody extend the Hollow Break OST? Oh, actually, someone did. There we go. That's good. All right, then. All right, then. Cool thing is that the right of her right arm is barely visible. It's all behind like skirt and or ruffle. So I don't have to draw an arm. I have to just fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps and draw the rest of like the torso here. And I think we'll leave it there. Maybe I'll try to draw this big I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where we get to. And then we'll figure out how to wrap it up, I guess. So where am I at the moment? I'm wrapping up the booba, which is to say the chest. So the logic here is the same. It's just that we have to do less of it. Because this goes all the way up to here, and then this follows along this side. It does this, it does this, and it kind of just dies there because you can't see it, the rest of it. There you go. And I do want to be a bit generous to Kiara and give her a little, just a tiny little bit of cleavage. To show that it's there, I guess, right? Because it's too empty if there isn't anything there. But maybe not like that. How would the cleavage, how does cleavage work on this case? I think it should be more like noticeable on this side than on this, right? Like that, maybe? Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa. I wonder if it'll be better if we just straight up do shading on the entire neck. Well, let me finish this bit and let me look at it. Look at it fully to see how's the difference. Appreciate the entirety of the neck. Maybe if we can do that, then we do this and we adjust it there like that. It's kind of messy though. It's kind of like she doesn't have a neck anymore. That's the thing. So I think to make it clear, I do have to separate it in some capacity. Or maybe we can do something like this and shade this a little bit less. How about we do something like this instead? That works way better. In fact, we can probably... Whoops, not like that. Actually, not like that. Like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks way better. I think that looks way better. I don't know. I still think that the neck is kind of too thick. But that is, I think, just a problem with how I did. But I could probably adjust it if I literally just move this line. Like if we literally just do this, I feel like I've fixed proportioning of the neck. Push in even more? Yeah, even more probably. Like there maybe? Yeah, there you go. That's better. That's perfect. I think another thing that kind of messes me up is that I think her face is smaller, so maybe the chin pointing down a bit more, but I don't want to... I feel like the face... I feel like the face that I drew is like already good enough, and so I think that's just gonna be how that is. All right, how do we wrap this up then? Huh. Okay, because this is a tricky thing. What part do we tackle first? I think we tackle... First of all, let me make this a bit bigger again. 40? Make this a bit bigger, that way we can draw properly, I guess. I think we tackle finishing the staff here. Oh, we're in iteration mode. Whoops, that's too thick. Because there's something like... It does something like this and like this. But like... There you go, something like that. And it has like a thing here. Whoops. A small little divot, I guess. And then this extends deeper, but we can probably just make like one. Not like that, but like... Again, this is the part that matters the least because I will not... But I want to make it kind of straight though. Possible, I want to make it as straight as I can. Which is funny to... It's a funny thing to say when drawing Kiara, the least straight hollow member. Oh, that's a bit crooked. I mean, the pole is already kind of like crooked anyway, so... And she's grabbing it by like here. There's a ruler. On like the tablet? I don't got one though. Or is that like a tool from Krita that I am not aware of? It could be. It's fine though. It's whatever. Tool? Do we have a ruler tool? What is this? Where do we get the... Is that... No, that's not it. What is the name of... What are we looking at? Every art program has a ruler? Do they? I don't know. It's too late to try and figure it out now, I think. So I think it's fine. We'll just leave it at that. It's okay. I feel like it is something that I could have figured out earlier, but it's okay. We're good. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So how she's grabbing the mic kind of like around there. And the hand goes in here. This is one finger. And then this is another finger. What? That's two separated. There's another finger that is connected to like yet another finger, like immediately here. And then this finger is kind of also hugging it in that direction. And then there's like a small separation and whoops. Small separation. And then the final finger ends like here, sort of. And then like that. There. Yeah. Hands are hard. I feel the pain of every artist ever by trying to draw these hands. Let me draw that. I think, yeah, like that. Yeah, okay, and then we can get in here and start deleting shit that is actively like not supposed to be there. So basically these things. How crooked is that hand? That hand is fucked. This hand is fucked. That hand makes no sense. His finger is all sorts of fucked up. Hold on. We'll make it make more sense. we can wrap up the. That's, I think, better. Hands are a pain to draw. You are correct, Lou. Welcome on in, Lulu. Hope you're doing good. That is better. I do still think these are way too separated, but maybe the way to fix that is by literally just adjusting these two. So maybe instead we do this and this, and then we can also adjust these two slightly, and like that, and like whoops, and like that. I don't know. Oh god, it looks like you have 5 fingers now. Oh no. You're supposed to just have 4. Wait, where am I going wrong here? Oh, I know why. It's because like there's a bunch of shit in here. A bunch of shit in here that makes it look like more fingers than there should be, and that isn't the case. It's just one finger. This is. Oh my god! I accidentally deleted the entire layer, and there we go. That's supposed to just be part of the staff because the fingers are slightly separated, but we can change it if it looks too much like 5 fingers. It's okay. I don't know. But decent enough, I guess. And it looks awkward because I'm still not done drawing like the ruffles around it. Kind of looks like it's just floating there, and it really is. But it'll look better in a bit when I have more stuff to like surround it. Like that, and then like that. Those are the ruffles. So we can like shade these a little bit. Lower these down to like that, and then we start fucking painting the shit out of this or something. I don't know. I want to finish this before 9. If it's possible to finish this before 9, that's fucking cool. Can't believe how fast the time went. Holy shit. It does not feel like I've been drawing for 3 hours. Remember, art says is my hands are more triangle. Someone points it out, I could say it's my art style. Honestly, you know what? Sure. Just the quirks of how I draw. That's how I learned. Fuck you. Have a problem? Get a better art style then. Alright, there. There. Like that. Yeah, like that, probably. And then this. And then this connects to like a bit here. Actually, like here. And then there's like shadows. So we can like grab this bit here and roughly connect it to like here. And then shade it. Too broken. No. Weirdly not. Weirdly, no, actually, you know what? The one thing that's missing is that there's still one more ruffle. There's still one more ruffle that is like on the other side. Like on this side. You can kind of see it at the top of the skirt. It's kind of like a thing there. Should I shade it too? I think I should. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. I wonder if... Oh, you can actually see her thumb there. I'm noticing there. Oh, okay, that'll absolutely help. You can see her thumb poking out from the back ever so slightly, like up here. I don't know how I would do it, and given the position of my... I don't know if that's, like, accurate. I don't know. Because, like, her thumb is, like, slightly up here. So, it would be, like, here. But I don't know if I can make it... I feel like that stands out too much. So, I can make, like, a small thumb. Oh, there we go. I think that's good. And then we, like, we erase some of the bits in there. Yeah, I think that lines up where the thumb should be, given the proportion of my arm. Maybe a little under. But it's fine. I think it's fine. I think if anything is going to be excused from this drawing is how I did my hand. And then the other thing that's important to get from here is literally the... how do we tackle this? Because, like, there's one more ruffle, which is the ruffle in, like, shoulder. Actually, yeah, no, it's this bit. Whoops. It's this bit what's in here, right? Like, this bit after her shoulder is what this thing is. So that's the thing that's supposed to be, like, behind it. So that's the thing that kind of, like, lines up with the booba a little bit. So it comes up from the booba with in the middle of the booba, maybe like here. And you can see a little bit of the edge of it. Like there on this side, and it ends in there. And then you can kind of see it poking out of this way. And then it does like a little thing here, little thing there, and then there, and then there. And it essentially at that point just connects to the rest of the booba, to this bit. There's one more thing maybe there. And this would be like the last bit of the feather thing. Because like the feather thing kind of does this thing here. I don't know how far down it goes, but kind of like there maybe. And then we do that. All of this, by the way, should be shaded. This entire back portion here. Maybe not the entirety of it, but maybe we can do it like this bit or sorts to be fully shaded or something. No, actually, that sucks ass. You can barely tell the booba is there, actually. So I feel like maybe this is a problem with having no color on this. So I have to find like different ways to shade it to make sure that they like there's depth to it. I don't know. How about if we lightly shade it instead? To show that at the very least it's a different color. Yes, that works. This bit of the feather I can tell though. I can absolutely tell. Can you? It's 40. Thank you. This bit of the feather though, I can absolutely tell that it's more straight. It goes like all the way from here. But it does that. And then it ends like here. No, it ends a little bit higher than this. Not like that, not that much higher, like here. And then it connects to this bit of the booba. Like right there. And instead, maybe instead of it being like a straight line, like I did it here, we could make it a bit curved. So at the very least, show that it's supposed to be like a feather. Maybe not too curved, but like slightly curved, like that. I don't know if I can like accurately, whoops. I don't know if I can accurately show the shapes of the feathers and stuff unless I do. Oh, unless I grab a thinner brush here and I just start kind of roughing out the shape of feathers. Yeah, there you go. It can be rough. It's fine. How does that look? Yeah, that kind of passes as feathers, honestly. And then again, we go 40. We go 40. There you go. And then similar situation as before. This kind of lines up to the middle of the booba, but like on a... like there maybe? And this because this has to end. This goes from here. Yeah, like there. Roughly there. Although I completely did miss the line. There you go. And then we can like, whoops, we we can go in maybe and erase this bit and then like this little bit. There you go. And then the thing is that the shading of this bit is also kind of wonky. So, oops. Like there, maybe. And then we kind of do the same thing as we did before, which is smaller brush size. And we kind of replicate the shape of feathers, sort of. Because otherwise it's going to be impossible to tell. I mean, it's already quite impossible to tell that these are supposed to be feathers, but given that we're in a constrained environment of just everything, this is kind of the best approximation of feathers that we got. And then we can kind of... Can I just switch this song, the extended? We were listening for this to 20 seconds. Go to the first level. And then I think the problem of this side is that we don't have the bow here, and the bow kind of does finish things up, honestly. We'll see how it looks without it in a bit. Let me bring this back to 40. And then how do we draw that bit? I mean, it's not a particularly hard thing to draw. It's literally just a square. It's a square with a cross in the middle. Does it have... It has a... Alright, we'll just do this instead. There we go. More like that. Absolutely not. Jesus Christ. It's better if we just do straight lines then, huh? I was giving them a curve because I thought that you would need a curve in there, but no, it turns out not. Well, that's good enough, I guess. Whoops. Oh, wait. No, go back to your black. Hold on. It kind of has to go closer to the booba, actually, now that I look at it. It's this little thing, and then this little thing too. And whoops! I meant to rotate it a little bit, that way I can do... Can we potentially... Yeah, that works. And then for the cross, similar thing. Similar thing, but there's like... Where am I looking at? Okay. But like smaller... There's smaller... Where are they? Okay. There's smaller squares. Like... Whoops. I can... make some room in here. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. No, fucking hell. No, don't erase. No. I don't know if I can... don't know if I can make the rectangles on the other side. Just like these go like this, and they end on another rectangle like here, for example. That works. And I think this is the one that goes on top, actually, because one of them goes on top of the other, and I think it's the left one. It is not, actually. This one goes underneath. Okay, where does the other one land then? We extend this line. Extend this line a bit. And then like that. Nope. And then like that. Maybe get in there. We're doing pixel art at this point. And we delete this line. No, it was delete this line. All right. Close enough, I guess. Hi, Zany. Look at what I drew. Welcome on in. This is what I did. It's mostly... Actually, no. All of it was done looking at this and copying what I'm seeing. What I was seeing. It was... This is what I got. I think I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it there, though. Hold on. Is there a way... Oh, I'm just realizing one thing. I forgot. There's more ruffles that end in this side, actually. Because I did this. I did this bit, but it's okay. Hold on. I need to put things closer. Actually, hold on. Let me move this there again. Hi, Cybersynth. Hello, hello. Come on in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Looking for a master copy. Master copy? Wait, why master copy? Is that what we call this particular method or something? I think one thing I'm missing here is that. Whoops. I'm erasing. Is that this bit? This is the finger, but we have a bit here that is the ruffle still. And then the ruffle does this, does something like this, and it does something like this, and it does something like this. And it connects back to the skirt, like around here, kinda, sorta. But the ruffle in and of itself ends there, though, so... That's kind of me making shit up, honestly, at that point. Because one thing I know is that this bit here should all be like shaded and like roughly, because it's very much in the background. Master copies when you reference an artist's work to try to stay faithful to it as possible to learn from it. Ah, then yes, I guess that is basically what I'm doing. I didn't want to trace because I think tracing would have been too easy, and I don't know how much I would have learned from tracing. So I much prefer copying like this. I don't know if I learned anything specific when doing this, but at the very least, I got something. Oh, another thing I'm missing, hair underneath the arm here. I think that'll be the end of this. I think if I finish the hair underneath here, that'll be the last thing that I can do to call this. To finish the bust of it, at least, maybe. I don't know. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Last break, and I'll finish that. I'll probably keep going for like at least, probably this will take me like 30-40 minutes. So, and that's fine. I don't got nothing better to do anyways. Now I'm determined to finish this. So give me one sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm ready to finish this shit. Well, I'm ready to finish this, but like in a good way. If I say finish this shit, it sounds like I made a shitty job, and I don't think I did a shitty job. I think, in fact, I think I did a really good job. Just what is it? It's complicated. Okay, wait. So the thing that whoops. Okay. The thing that I mentioned that I'm missing is this. This bit right here. You see behind the arm, there was more hair. The hair doesn't end here. Kiara has longer hair than that. Did I? I didn't flush the toilet properly. It was still leaking. Not leaking, but it was, you know when it fills back up? Well, it was constantly filling up. The mechanism in there is kind of fucked. All right then. So how do we do? How do we tackle this? The hair, honestly, was like one of the things that I struggle with the least. So how do we continue this idea? It'll mostly be shaded anyway, so that's good for me. Let's see. How do we tackle this? So from here, there's like one strand that kind of juts out like this, and then like another just out like this, and then another one of this. Like that, and then like this maybe. Definitely like rougher at this point. Kinda. Again, it doesn't have to be precise at this point. And then this kind of just like joins back up with the like here, honestly. All of it is kind of shaded in that same style. How do we do that? I'm gonna make it there and start freaking coloring, basically. Let's see. I just don't want to. I want to make sure that you can still kind of tell where the hair begins and ends. And whoops. So I kind of want to like reinforce the line art, I guess, of this section. Yeah, there you go. Like this and like that, maybe. All right, there you go. I think this is coming out good. I don't know if I should like lower the opacity or something of this section. Maybe I don't know if there's a way to do that at this point. Honestly, maybe there's a brush that I can like pass that's with like transparent or something to make this section a bit more transparent in of itself. But I don't know if that is a thing that exists. So if we were to move this, how close does it look? Whoops. I feel like the hair is a bit, I feel like it needs, I don't know if it's like one more strand or something here. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's too straight here and it should curve a little. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty all right. I think, at least. I think the one thing that's missing is the bow, but I don't want to draw the bow. The bow is kind of too complicated, and then if I draw the bow, it feels like I have to draw the rest of the skirt, and then if I draw the rest of the skirt, might as well draw the fucking legs already, and I don't want to do that. But how do I make it like a bit better? Do I like add one? Do I add like one more line somewhere in here to signify that hey, this keeps going? Like that maybe. Because then it kind of lines up with the rest of it, right? Like at some point, that at least gives it a little bit more space, right? Like, hey, this keeps going. Like a bit further down, there's more. Like there, maybe as well. Maybe not there exactly, but like there, like that maybe. All right. I think we can say that I drew a VTuber. Put the opacity back to 100. Whoops. This a bit further down like that, sorta. There. How do we adjust this stuff? Because I want to save this. Let me put that there. Grab that. And then we crop this bit. Crop this bitch. Let's see how much do we crop this? Like there maybe? That seems good enough, I guess. I'm gonna put this ref, and sketch. Just naming my. Whoops. There you go. That's the final result. Honestly, wait, what the fuck? That's freaking great. Can move it a bit more. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was in the moving thing. Put it there or something. Yeah, there you go. Holy shit, I'm proud of that. Took 4 hours almost, but actually no, 3.5 hours. I started at 5:30. I didn't start at 5. I didn't start at 5 o'clock. I started at 5:30. So I've only been doing this for 3.5 hours, which is funny because Nocturne whacked out an entire sketch in her own style immediately, like 40 minutes tops. So yeah. I guess that just shows the difference, I guess. Someone who's been doing this for years and I'm like a newbie here. Hey, this is fucking great. Like of all the things that I've drawn before, that this is probably the best. Like I can whip out the, let me see if I can whip out the, I do remember having one. Do I still have it? Like, let's see, let me open here. I have one that I call Cory Calliope. This is an old sketch. This is I think what would happen here is that I saw a neat little pose that I was like, I'm gonna copy this pose. It's actually this one. It is precisely this pose. I was like, okay, I'm gonna copy this pose and I'm gonna try to draw Cory Calliope on top of it. And this was what I did back then. I had no idea what I was doing, but it kind of looks like Cory Calliope. But then this, I feel far more. I'm far more proud of this than that other drawing, because I did all of this myself. Like this, I literally just just eyeing this whole thing. I was doing it. Is it perfect? No, but it is the closest thing that I've ever gotten to like a drawing that I can say, yeah, I'm proud of this shit. Wait, one thing. I'm gonna do one small adjustment because I feel like this needs to be like this. Put on a brush. Whoops. There you go, like this. This should be a bit darker. This is like behind. There you go. What's the button to reset the zoom? There you go. That's 100. So this is what I did. There you go. I much more prefer doing this than trying to figure. Oh, okay, maybe it's a different thing. It's a whole process, right? Because you can't just copy everything you see and call it a day. No, you gotta draw your own stuff. And this does help me, you know, understand a little bit more of how art works, I guess. Does it? I don't know. I think the thing that I kind of struggle the most when it comes to art is how do I translate this whatever I learned from doing this to actually drawing my own stuff. I don't know. It feels like it's a bigger jump. And also, this took me 3 hours. I can't just spend 3 hours a day, 3 hours of my day when I'm busy with other things, trying to draw stuff like this. Like, this is cool and all, yeah, but I gotta do other things too. But this is cool. Hell yeah. I'm gonna post this for sure. I'm gonna post it, and hell, I'm gonna put it in Kiara's art tag. Why the hell not? I'm proud enough of this that I'm like, you know what? This can go in an art tag. I'm okay with it. Do we have like a... Do we have an 8-bit Kiara song? Hold on, let me... Ah, yeah. Actually, you know what? One of the same composers of Neon Cryptid. The same composer for Hollow Break did an 8-bit version of Hinotori. So this is perfect. I'm better at drawing than the newborn baby. Most people are. You would be correct. I think the more fun fact is that newborn babies aren't really good at anything. Wait, I wonder if I should like color something else. Tell me, I can hear you clearly. I have an idea. I have one more detail idea because I did it in the Buba slide. Water. I don't have water right now. Damn it, Zany. It is important, but I actually do not have it. I finished it all up. Don't worry, I'll hydrate more after I'm done streaming. But hey, if anything, it's a good thing that I don't have water because it means I used it all. I actually hydrated throughout my whole stream, and all of my water is gone now. So here's the deal. Here's the thing. Get that, and then we paint it all over because it needs to have like a darker shade. Also, low-key, this is very fun to do. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, wait, this is also... There you go. Low-key, I enjoyed doing this. Ow. I do deserve that. You can never have enough water. That is true. But I'm too locked in to like stop everything that I'm doing and refill my water, especially when I'm about to end stream anyways. No, I don't like that. I feel like it should be even more transparent. We need to paint this in like 2. That way, yeah, there you go. That way you can tell that it's a bit grayish, but like only then. Because it's not a shadow, it's the thing that's just darkly colored. There you go. Slightly different color. There you go. Now that's more like it. Tell me, can you hear it clearly? Tell me, can I go edu? Most people are, yeah. Most people are better than babies. What do they know about life? They don't even pay taxes. You know what else I can paint? The microphone? Maybe? Nah, fuck that. Yeah, that's fucking good. Hell yeah, I can't stop looking at this. Oh, this is so nice. This is what artists must feel like whenever they finish a piece. They're like, hell yeah, that looks good. Which is funny because I didn't really do much in this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I agree, Jimmy. I very much agree. I think not only did we succeed on the challenge of drawing a random VTuber, I fucking thrived. Hell yeah. Maybe not thrive, but this is better than I thought I would do. I legit thought that I would do doodles. This is funny. I think every single art stream that I did, every single art stream that I've done so far, has not gone in the way that I expected, and in many ways, it has gone better than I expected. Because like I was like, okay, so I'm gonna like doodle random VTubers, like do quick doodles as I'm looking at them, and by the time I'm done with one, I'm most likely gonna have to like do another one because I'll be done with them quick. And I'm like, that's absolutely not what happened. I decided to do one thing, and then that one thing took me for fucking ever. Oh wait, you know what I'm noticing that is actually kind of missing? Ah, okay, no, we can't call this finished until I fucking fix this bit. Because there's a glaring thing here. No, don't go erasing. How are we looking at this thing? All right, that's fine, but then that's fine. Oh fuck, I did that in the background. Wait, did I accidentally paint other things in the background as well? Whoops. Yeah, I painted this in the background. I'm an idiot. Oh well, it's fine. Who cares? Improving fast? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it's this bit. Oh, hey, Highland. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. And then there's like a shadow or something here. No. Should be like something like this, yeah. And then I want to clear this out because I don't think it's supposed to be like a fucking... I think it's supposed to be something like this. And then maybe we color it slightly like that. Does that look better? No. You know what would look better? We did like a little divot in here. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Looks better though. It looks more like a proper ruffle than whatever the hell was going on in there before. Oh, you know why? Because this line here should extend all the way through. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Or like maybe finish it like that. Whoops. Like that maybe. Yeah. There you go. Good enough. The more I keep looking at it, the more details I'm probably going to find that I want to fix. Let me loop this one. All right, then. I call this finished. I'm going to export it. I'm going to post it on Twitter. I'm going to tag it. Who knows? Maybe Kata sees it even. Kata uses Twitter a lot. But yeah. Okay. One piece finished. Well, not finished. I didn't draw the second half of her body, but that's fine. I didn't think I would anyways. Given enough time, I would though. But like, I think I'd need another 3 hours to finish because like the skirt is big. The skirt is fucking big. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it quickly. Well, thank you. I really like it too. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could legitimately finish the skirt so quick. I think I'd have to. I think if I wanted to finish if I wanted to finish the skirt as well, I'd have to spend at least another 3 hours likely. Who knows? Maybe we can do this next week. Actually, I don't know if I have. No, not next week. I have plans for next week already because Genshin is updating next week. We get a Genshin update next week, and I want to play a demo of a game that I've been waiting for friggin' evers. The ruffles on the skirt. Yeah, the ruffles on the skirt are insane. I don't know how I would do that. In fact, maybe I actively don't want to finish this because of how long the ruffles on the skirt are going to take me. Who knows? Maybe I go back to it and actually just like do it on my free time whenever I'm bored and I got nothing better to do. But you know what? Whatever the case, I'm proud of this anyways. Na, na, na. Tell me, I can hear it clearly. Tell me, koe na kikoeru. Na 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 na. Wait, can I do a thing? Hold on, I have an idea. Let me see if I can like fix my blunder of. What the fuck? Let me see if I can fix my blunder of. What if I was like, do this? No, that doesn't do it. What the fuck? Oh wait, no, I got it. Hide the sketch. Select this. Copy it. And then paste it there. No. Actually, that does kind of work too. It does kind of work. That does kind of work, actually. And then we mix these layers. Whoops. Now we just do merge with layer below. Call it sketch again. And then when we hide the background, okay, well, it's got a lot of white in it anyways. I copied it with white. Well, it's fine. And it's still in the background anyways, but we can delete it. We can paste, we can erase it. We can do, whoop. No, that erases the entire background as well. What the okay, painted with white, I guess. There you go. There we go. And then at least the sketch, everything is in the sketch layer, even if the background has like a bunch of white in it. I don't know how I get rid of that. I've messed up and now I can't, whoops. And now I can't get rid of it because there's a bunch of white in my thing that I don't want anymore. And I don't know. It's whatever. It's useless. I'm a go. See ya. Don't worry. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm ending stream anyways. I don't know if I want to raid anybody. Probably not. I am tired right now. But let's see. Who's live? Who's live that I know of? No one that I'm aware is live. I mean, I do know people that are live. I just don't want to rate them right now. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. But yeah, I'm posting this for sure. I'm saving it. Hold on, let's say. Export as a PNG on my downloads folder. No, not PGM. Cancel that. No. I meant PMG. Why? What the fuck even is a PGM? What the hell? Was fun though. Yeah, I had fun. Again, I always surprise myself with how not easy. What's the word for it? How quick these things go. I legit was not expecting this to be over so soon. I thought it's a combination of time flying when I'm streaming and also the fact that I locked in so hard on this one drawing that I just forgot that I was basically live. Wait, what happens if I... Shit, I unplugged my... It's fine, it's whatever. I think I noticed one thing that I could have done as well that I didn't realize, and it's one little extra line in here, and I am dying here. Do I? It's literally the one thing that's missing. Fuck it, I'm plugging this shit again. God damn it, me and my perfectionism. Ah! This is a flaw of mine. This is a flaw of mine, absolutely. But I can't quite let it go. There's this bit here. No, don't erase. It's literally like a thing. No. Oh, it's because I have white. I'm on white, that's why. It's literally like a line that goes something like this. Because then it connects to that strand and it extends here, basically. That's more like it, I think. Yeah, that's more like it. Literally a single extra line that was bothering me for not being there. Will people notice? Probably not, but I noticed and it bothered me. There we go. Now that's complete. Now let me export it again. And this time for realsies now. Yes, exists already. How tall is it? 1100 by 600, basically. All right. All right, then. Okay, I'm going to post this. I'm going to go have something for dinner. And I will see you on Tuesday, where I'm going to be playing the demo for Colonel Hearts, which is an Argentinian game we'll release. A demo like this week, actually. I almost canceled one of my streams to play it because I didn't realize that that demo came out this week. But I was like, no, fuck it. I really want to do those streams. And so I did. However, the demo is still available as far as I'm aware. So we'll do that on Tuesday. And then after that, we got Genshin update. And I want to do the world quest. I'm not interested in Linnea's quest. I'll probably do that on my own time. But I'm more interested in the new area that opens up, which is Dornan Port. And also has a lot of lore about Asmodee, most likely, because it is literally like the Temple of Space or whatever. So I really want to play that. So that's what we're gonna be. That's what we're gonna be doing on the. Oh, I noticed another thing. Oh no, no, fuck me! It's the shadow on the arm. Okay, fine. Hold on. I still have this thing plugged in. Hold on. Fuck my perfectionism. Fuck it. God damn it! I can't do anything about this. No, this looks wrong if I don't fix it. If it's just this, and then it literally just does this, and like in here, and then we like lower this bit here, and then we can literally just like paint this bit. I can't believe it. I hate myself so much. Not for missing this, but for the fact that I'm actively fixing it already. Like, I could have just moved on with my life, but no, I keep realizing that there's more details that I could be adding. This is just the problem. That whenever I do music, the same thing happens. Okay, there we go. That's better. Does it get almost at the elbow like that? Kinda. Decent enough, I guess. Make it maybe. But we can fix this with erasing, honestly. I will end stream at 10 p.m. at this point. Gotta add more into it. Yeah, no, just a little bit. Just a quick fix. Don't worry about it. Look, this bit is a bit too dark, so I'm gonna erase a little bit, and then I'm gonna color it a bit better. Like same as here. I'm just gonna a little bit. There you go. Okay, there we go. Now let me look at it. There ain't much more that I'm looking at that. I mean, there's a shadow that the staff casts into the ruffle, but honestly, mine doesn't need that. And I guess there's also a shadow here in the booba, but I think it's already there, so... Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think this is about as much as I can tackle. It's a good thing that I didn't want to raid anybody or anything like that. When I had a streamer posted a new song, I have not been making music in ages. The last music related things I've done are the covers that I did for what was it, for thing in March, which I stopped because it was burning me out and I was not fully happy with the results, and so I haven't done any of that since then. I have not touched FL Studio, so I'm still in a little bit of a rut, but I kind of want to go back to making music. The one thing that's kind of stopping me is that I'm still not fully confident in wanting to wear headphones, because earlier today when I was starting stream, I was getting the those tings in my ear a little bit, and so I don't know. I don't want to wear headphones for long periods of time, and it's hard for me to write music with speakers. But maybe we can try it. I don't know. Definitely not next week because I've already tested. I've already planned things for next week. But maybe I want to see if I can do something on my own free time as well. But I don't know. I definitely want to swing back. I did do one thing that I didn't post on YouTube, but I did post it on Twitter, I think. I did a last piece of music I did was a commission piece for Puzzle Drone. But yeah, it was an ambient thing. Yeah, that was the last thing I did. That was earlier in the year. I did it in January. So that was I think the last piece of music that I did. I think I posted it on Blue Sky and on Twitter, and I think I might have shared it on the Discord. And if I didn't, I probably should. I don't know. But yeah, that was the last thing I did. But I definitely want to go back into it. Don't worry, it is not the last music stuff you've seen from me. I want to make other stuff happen, and it just needs some time. I just need some time to get in the headspace for it. But I absolutely want to do it. In fact, I even have a remix planned already. I just haven't figured out how to do it. I haven't collected the... Oh my god, Via! Okay, now I gotta rate somebody. That's so funny because I was about to end stream. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Welcome on in. I hope you have a wonderful day. I did art today. I was figuring out who to raid, and I saw that you were live, and I was like, okay, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm tired right now, so I was just gonna end stream. Hi raiders, welcome on in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The plan for today was to draw one VTuber, and I wouldn't end stream until I drew one VTuber. And I was rolling the die on VTuber to find not a VTuber, on HoloList to find one VTuber that I knew, and the first VTuber that I knew that popped up was Kiara Takanashi. So I just grabbed a screenshot that she shared from her latest concert and I copied it. So what you're seeing here isn't a trace at all. In fact, you can look at it and you can line it up with, ignore the white part. I didn't realize, I don't know how to remove the white part, but you can see that it's not one-to-one. So I literally copied it. It took me 3 hours to copy it. So that's kind of what I did this whole stream. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I was just about to end stream. So now now that you brought your raider, your viewers here, I feel like I should rate somebody in. It would feel bad. I would feel bad if I stopped stream here and just didn't send anybody anywhere. So we're sharing the love now. We're doing a small raid train. Let's see who else is live. Who do we want to raid? That's fine. No, don't worry about it. But I hope you had a good stream. What are you up to? As I figure out what the heck to be doing right now. Oh my god, the cyclothon begun. What if I just raid Connor? Sleep deprived. Hello. Oh no. Yeah, you should go to sleep. We had Nocturne earlier. Who was also asleep. Okay. You know what? When all else fails, we raid Nor. And Nor's playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Why is there a shirtless man? Oh wait, this is Red Dead Redemption. I'm not entirely surprised that there's a shirtless man in there. Was crafting? Hell yeah. But yeah, now let's rate Nor. Let's go say hi to Nor. They're not playing a gacha game right now. They're playing Rootin' Tootin' Cowboy Shootin', also known as freaking what was it? Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2. Another one of their favorite games. So let's go say hi and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the raid once again. And I'll be seeing you on Tuesday for some demos from Indie Game Demos. Your ad is about to start. It's fine. Good time zones, everyone. Yes. If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. If you want to hang around another cool streamer, we can hang out with Nor. I'll be seeing you when I see you then. Bye bye.